Hello and welcome back to Cat's Meow. My name is Lombard Goldstein and I am your friendly neighborhood dungeon master for tonight's session of Tomb of Annihilation. We are in Chapter 5. This is the fourth part of our adventure in this chapter. But before we get started, thank you everybody who is joining us this evening. Thank you everybody who is here from the social media. Thanks for following on Instagram. Thanks for hanging out on Discord. Thanks for showing up to our YouTube channel. Thanks for following us on Reddit and I think Twitter and any of the ones that I have missed other than that. But without further ado, when we left off 2 weeks ago, Casimir was about to give this Tomb Guardian the business. So Casimir, you were the first in the turn order. What would you like to do?
Well, since this Tomb Guardian is not really paying too much attention, I'm just gonna, slowly take out my weapon. Just approaching it real casually, just time for a poke, Just see what happens.
Little poke?
Bit of a magical poke at that.
Magical pokes.
Blade.
Everybody likes a nice little poke.
Well, let's hope he doesn't.
Alright, that poke definitely pokes.
Alright, let's see what it does. That's a good old...
pokes for...
Hey, so 22 with a, let's see what this good old booming blade does to
Go
me.
ahead and get this calculator out and ready to go.
That's another +8. And then I'm going to move away because,
You're not always going to have a calculator in your pocket.
You're right, teacher. I should get better at this.
Not with that attitude.
Maybe it's just happy to see you.
That's the funny thing is I have 2 phones now. That's not even a flex. One of them's literally for work. But it's just like, not only that, but I have 2 calculators always on me at this point because of that. And then if you count the laptop for work, I guess that's 3. It just keeps growing, man. Pretty sure my car could do it if it needed to. All right. So that takes a sum of damage. All right. And that's going to be it for you, Casimir?
Wait, that's it.
Sounds good, sounds good. All right. Doctor, what would you like to do?
I would like to very stealthily move to this location.
Okay. You can succeed in doing so without a check.
And that's all I'm going to do.
Okay. All right, that takes us to Lombard Goldstein. Lombard, what are you going to do? Well, you see, Mr. Dungeon Master. Dungeon Bot Masterstein, as he likes to be called. I'm going to move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to go right here, and I'm going to smack the crap out of him. And a 25 hits. Dealing 13 bludgeoning damage. Which is a lot of magical bludgeoning, indeed. Let me actually just check that.
Is there a difference in the quality of the impacts between the rapier strike and the Goldenstein smack?
Other than the fact that I think they're different damage types.
Yeah, but say when Lombard hits this thing with the Goldenstein, does it look like it did some damage?
Casimir definitely looks like he took a much more decent chunk than Lombard's hit, but Lombard has 2 hits, so we're not quite finished just yet. So Lombard's going to swing again and smack the crap out of him, and that 20 hits him as well, actually. Dealing another 13 damage, which is very close to the same amount of damage. So now this flesh golem is sitting here with a lot of stab wounds, and his head's permanently cricked to one side because one of those nice ones hit him on the cheek and just kind of fixed his jaw in a certain way to where he can't turn his head back to where it was supposed to be. Hell yeah. Alright, let me just go ahead and get that out as well. Oh, that's... Okay. Alright, which brings us to Mirin. few people in your way. I do apologize. I did not think that through.
That's alright. Can I cast Poison Spray and only hit him because it doesn't say it's an AoE? The name implies, because it just says you extend your hand toward a creature you can see within range and project a puff of noxious gases within a 10-foot range.
Because it
I can just
says,
do frostbite instead.
yeah, because it says that that it's like a puff of gas that comes from your palm. Are you able to what is it? Mold spells? Melds? What is it called? Do
I'm
whatever.
not sure. Doesn't matter.
Do it.
You can
No,
just,
that's
like,
a
lean over
wizard
Lombard's
thing.
shoulder.
You know what? You could just put your head up, your hand up, and you could just do it that way. Go for it. Just- All right, he needs to make a con save. Okay. He fails.
That's a lot of damage for that cantrip.
And that's 21 damage, eh? I shouldn't have to do this math, but just don't judge me.
Cantrips are strong.
They truly do be, though.
You can just type -21 into the health, and it'll just take it off.
I didn't know I could do that. That's fantastic.
Pretty handy. And then if you want to heal, you just say plus instead.
You guys are
Just dungeon
You guys
master things.
It's just Dungeon Master things. My goodness. All right. Mirin, anything else from you?
Nope.
Alrighty. So that takes it to the Tomb Guardian, who's gonna multi-attack Lombard, and he's gonna do 2 slam attacks. The first one.
Wait. I'm gonna find my bardic inspirations. I'm pretty sure you used this twice already. I'm supposed to be the third one. I'm cutting words.
Okay. We need a 1 or higher. Fantastic. My AC is
Can't hit sh-
My AC is 20. That misses. All right. Now for his second attack. Also a miss. An incredible miss as well. Oh my god. Okay. That was an awful roll from him. All right. I don't think there's anything else he can do except for the fact that I messed something up. Give me 1 second. Oh, it's not that big of a deal though. 6. Nope, we're good. Okay. All right,
Okay.
Casimir.
Well, I'm just gonna take that step forward,
Alrighty.
give it another go. Here we are, 14.
That does not hit.
That is unfortunate. So I'ma see that and just back up.
All right, Doctor.
This time I'm gonna cast Vicious Mockery on this thing.
Okay. It's a wisdom save. Wow.
Fuck.
Damn. Is it half damage or anything, or is it just
Nope.
straight up nothing? Okay.
Cantrips are all.
Oh,
the
gotcha.
Save
Yeah.
cantrips are all no damage.
Gotcha. Okay. All right.
That's it. I'm done.
Sounds good. We're just going to take us back to Lombard, who's going to swing a ding-ding. That's going to hit for 11 bludgeoning damage. I will say this doesn't look very good. Lombard's going to swing again. He's going to miss, though. he's going to miss, and he's going to embarrassedly laugh it off. And on to Mirin.
Well, that worked pretty well last time. I'm gonna do it again.
Go for it. It's a con save. It passes.
Damn.
Good God.
Alright, that's it for me.
All right. I'm going to need to do this beforehand. Okay, we're good. He is going to do another multi-attack on Lombard. 2 slam attacks. First one hits.
I'm gonna keep the last 2 cutting words in reserve for a boss fight.
That's fine. 10 damage. This takes away some of my temporary hit points, which is RIP, but that's okay. Second slam attack is gonna miss. All right, which takes us back to Casimir.
All right. Well, this is the time. Last one was just practice, you know.
Very true.
9.
That hits.
Aha! There we go. All right. Let's see. What do we got? That is sad. That's a 15. Well, let's see.
He
what
is.
the top one does.
Go ahead and narrate the death of this Tomb Guardian, Casimir.
Well, after the combined efforts of it being poisoned and bludgeoned, and you know, there's a good stab in there before.
Yeah, it was quite well mutilated.
At this point, I just managed to just nick that little bit on the right, you know, its jugular, and then just, you know,
You nick his
maybe
bonker.
accidentally, maybe painting the wall a little red before, you know, trying to step back and not get too much on me. I've already got a good coating going.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Let's see. So it's dead.
So because I was using
Search the body.
slams,
You can search the body. It was wearing plate armor.
None of us can wear that, can we?
Maybe me? No, not even
No,
me.
you're
I can only
barbarian.
I can only light or medium. So no.
well, never mind
It's
then.
down that chute over on your right, Casimir.
I'll take a look. I'm not too keen to just jump right in after we
No,
made a little
don't
noise.
don't do that.
Well,
I can cast dancing lights down there, you know, if you need to.
once again, this is a solid window. So as long as you can cast stuff through the window, that's fine. But passing
on
through
my
this is
left?
going to be passing through a window. Oh, this thing here. I gotcha. This is a small crawlway. I'll actually go ahead and reveal what you can see into it real quick. Sorry, I thought you were talking about the hallway down below. There you go.
Well, I see a little tunnel. Not really much else.
This hallway is. Hold on. Oh, never mind. That's the wrong thing. Ignore me. I was about to tell you about the hallway below you, what the size of it was, but this is legitimately a crawlway. I believe it's like a 3 feet high by like 2 foot wide. Essentially, it's big enough for medium creatures to crawl through one at a time, single file, essentially.
So I see like a place that could be crawled into, but it's got a corner or something. I can't see much further into it.
Seems like your kind of job there, Casimir.
Yep. You can see in the dark. That doesn't bother you, right?
Yes, even magical darkness I have no fear of, but all right. Well, small places.
You've been doing pretty damn good as our dungeon scout so far.
I mean, thank you. I appreciate that a lot. I suppose this is not a thankless effort. I will just, on the low, cast like the minor illusion to put like something that looks like a person going in before me, before each time I take a step
Oh,
or
okay.
crawl. Just in case something, because like now that we've seen a Tomb Guardian that will set off traps, I'm trying to not let, well, anything else get me. Okay, I guess I go along this.
Yeah, sorry, this one's not. That path isn't really on the grid.
If you alt click and drag, you can move it like off axis.
Oh my god, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Good for putting NPCs on bar stools and stuff.
Sweet.
Sorry, it's taking a bit. It's a
Finally got revealed.
There we go. Yeah, it's just, you know,
Ooh.
when rooms are shaped. Okay, a golden skull rests on a pedestal in the middle of this small, dusty room.
Look at Ken's face. Something's going on.
You gotta get a bag of sand and then switch it.
Could you imagine there's a boulder residing in the Crawlway? Unfortunately, I'd play the music, but it's copyright. Don't want to get sued by Disney.
Fuck, they own that, don't they?
They truly do.
Ugh.
Lucasfilm. All right.
So what does it look like up here?
I have to figure out. From this side, it looks like a secret door. That would have been more secret on the other side.
Uh-huh. Okay. I will
Maybe that's just a fucking treasure.
Yeah, see, that's the tricky one. But I have a plan.
Okay.
I'm gonna take out my rope. I'm gonna tie a loop in it, like what's it called?
What were the
Like
names
a
of those
lasso.
4 treasures?
Oh, Jesus. Oh, what were the name of the 4 treasures?
One was the Eye of Zoltec.
There's the Eye of Zoltec.
Ah.
There is...
Who told us about those? I forget.
Give me 1 second. Let me see if I can tell you about that.
Is that Keshma?
So... Are you aware of this? Yeah, we met Fenthaza in Chapter 4. She would have told us about the Black Opal Crown that can awaken Dendar the Night Serpent. Fenthaza being that essentially the friend that we made.
I think this is the first we're hearing of it because we killed Fenthaza before she.
Oh, did we kill
words.
Fenthaza? Gotcha.
There was
Well,
no roleplay in that whole dungeon.
I thought that was the one that we found, that we became friends with because we were friends with the Red Wizards.
No.
What's the name of that one?
Starts with an S.
Well, God told
the doppelganger.
the gods were nice to you today and told you about the Black Opal Crown.
Scary.
You
So
know
that
about
wasn't
the
one of
Eye.
the 4 treasures, right? There was the Eye of Zoltec and some other stuff.
It's one of them. It's one of
I
the
have
4.
no recollection
There's
of
the
this.
Eye of Zoltec, which is one of the 4.
Chicken the Lantern told us about the Eye of Zoltec. That's right.
We were friends with Bag of Nails. Part of that's on me for not explaining it because Bag of Nails is still in this party. You would assume that he would have told you about this. He came to Omu in search of the Navel of the Moon, which is it's a polished egg-shaped stone called the Navel of the Moon. And then we did not go to the place to find out about what the 4th one is. That would have been Chapter 2 level stuff. Well, maybe Chapter 2? I don't actually know what chapter that would have actually appeared in, but I would assume Chapter 2 because it was while we were in the Deep of Chult. We would have had to go to Curseball for that.
We did not go there.
We did not go there.
Okay.
So you do not know what the 4th one is. But yes, so you, again, Casimir, a golden skull rests on a pedestal in the middle of this small, dusty room.
As opposed to doing some crazy trick, I'm just gonna put like the loop around the skull and just back away with the thing slack, the rope slack, and then just gently pull it to, like off of this kind of altar towards me. Assuming this thing isn't fragile. If it looks fragile, I won't do this. But if
So
it's
you
not, then...
just pull it. You use a rope to just pull it off the pedestal.
Yeah, towards me.
It falls and dinks on the ground as you slowly pull it towards you.
Nice. Okay, then I don't really want to touch it with my hand just yet. Like, I guess because it's in the lasso, I guess I'll just like tighten it and then pull it along with me as I move back to where the others are.
Okay, so you're just dragging it behind you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey guys, look at this cool thing I found. It's like a golden skull thing.
Neat.
Well, that's very nice. It doesn't look like the skeleton keys that we found earlier. This is pretty different.
Is it
It's
a gold dipped skull or a skull made of gold?
Doctor, you had a question?
Same question.
Same exact question.
It is a human skull plated in gold.
Does it look like it's valuable?
Gold plated?
Well, you know, I found it on an altar.
Well, it doesn't... I would assume because it's gold plated that people would be able to tell that's a real skull that's gold plated, which merchants maybe not that interested in. So there's no assigned value to this skull.
So this
What
is
you're
not
saying
some kind of
is
treasure. It has a use.
Relevant. Yes.
Maybe.
That's why I asked if it was. Yeah, that was one of the questions.
So, do one of you guys want to touch this?
I think
Just
you
to-
need to carry it because you're our
You can
scout.
touch
You
the
may need it to
grass.
unlock something. If I may make a suggestion, use the rope to just pull it into your pack.
I suppose that's fair. But if we do need to use it at some point, I'm going to have to untie it, most likely. We can...
Well, I mean,
Maybe.
you're gonna untie the rope, right? You're just gonna pull it into your pack. It's a good shot.
What I mean is, if there's a use for it, I'll probably have to pick it up
You might,
and use it.
but we'll see. Maybe you can use the rope again. Who knows? It's probably inert. You know, it's just a gold-plated skull.
I thought you said.
I'll
it's
hold
probably
out the
inert.
rope. You want to touch it?
You're
Just,
a
you
nerd.
know, just to check.
I mean, you dragged it all the way here. You can have the honor.
You know what? Why not? At this point, let's see what
If
happens.
something happens, I got a spell. Don't worry, alright?
Sure, sure.
Like that time you went blind from picking a lock.
So you're going to touch the skull, Casimir?
I'm going to touch the skull.
As soon as you touch the skull, it floats up! Oh man, here we go.
Oh God.
Hello! My name is Yaka! Thank you for waking me up!
You're welcome.
I know everything there is to know about this place, you know. I can tell you things, and you can't get rid of me. How bad does it make you feel?
Well, I mean,
Go
I would
to
like to
sleep.
learn a lot more about this place.
I was
To be fair,
once a
like-
court jester of the famous royal family of Omu, but they didn't
Didn't like my jokes. I'm all washed up.
It's like I'm trapped in here!
But now you're going to help me out.
Thank you. That's where I was going. I was like, okay, Cicero. It took me a second to find
Right,
it.
perfect.
But thank you so much. I can't believe you're gonna make me do this, y'all. Why did you have to touch the fucking skull? He's gonna follow you everywhere. Casimir, he's going to follow you everywhere. And he's gonna
Follow
float
me
next to
everywhere.
you,
How is our,
and he's loud
our
and
rope gonna
boisterous.
sneak?
Enjoy
Put a ball
sneaking.
gang
Oh.
on him.
Wrong person to touch the skull.
What happens if I put him in my pack? Like, can I grab him?
He's floating. He's not gonna let you touch it. He's like, you're gonna have to be quicker than that.
Grab him.
I can be a pretty quick guy. I'll give it a go.
Tip on your toes.
Does anyone have a net?
Anyways,
Well then,
Asarat
if you are to
put
be a
me
new friend.
here, and I think I might want to help you out. But that means that you have to keep me alive.
That also means if you're going to help us out, you need to remain as quiet as humanly possible because we are sneaking around in this dungeon. Do you find these terms acceptable?
I don't. Oh, I very much don't.
At that
Well,
point, I
you'll
make a really big show of loading my crossbow with one of those magic crossbow bolts.
Okay. Go for it.
We can't have him compromising our position.
You sure can't.
We done fucked up, okay? There's no... You can tell by the look on the Dungeon Master's face. There's no going back.
Suppose I could peel the gold off of it after we destroy it. So that's something.
You have to catch him first.
Well, hit, maybe.
If I cast Dispel Magic on it, I bet it crumbles.
Not a...
I
well,
can just polymorph
well,
it into,
actually,
like,
you know
something
what?
else.
Let's see what happens.
I'm gonna just
Maybe
polymorph
not
it
then.
into something else.
Polymorph it into like a banana slug.
If anybody would like to try to
Potted
cast
plant.
anything...
I'll even stand still for you.
What is it going to take instead for you to work with us instead of against us? You said you wanted to get out of here. We're your best shot.
I don't know about that.
I keep going to, like, Zagmir, I'm sorry.
You have a better way to get out of here than us?
You're going to have to kill me.
What if we don't want to kill you? You have information. You were talking about helping us about 10 seconds ago.
I seem to have backed myself into a corner. Such is the curse of such a man as myself! Fine.
I believe the operative phrase is very funny.
Thank you.
See, it's becoming Zagmir, I'm sorry. I can't be soft with
You
Cicero.
don't want to scream!
Yeah, well, I mean, I do need my voice. I don't know how to continue this conversation without spoiling what this thing is.
I'm just
Okay,
going to ask
cast
this.
Frostbite on
What
it.
do you want?
You're gonna hate this.
I love it already.
I want you to suffer.
At which point, I'm gonna cast Frostbite on it to see what spells do to it.
Okay. It is unaffected.
I thought so.
Huh.
You know, Lombard, perhaps, that big hammer over there that you're holding might,
Lombard
You were
swings the
try.
golden stein, smacks the crap out of the skull, it flies into the wall, and then hovers back laughing at us.
Good, good.
Showing no signs of damage.
Maybe try and grab it, Lombard.
You want to send the barbarian against me? Let me tell you something very
Now,
funny.
Casimir.
When Asarak trapped me, he put me under some extremely powerful magic. You can't hurt me. You can only free me.
And how do we do that?
All I can say is that you might need a shooting star. Wish.
A wish. God damn it.
I really don't want to keep having to do this voice, so I'm going to make this a little bit easier on you guys. He can't take damage of any kind.
We don't have a wish spell, do we?
We do.
You
We
have
do.
access to one.
We have one.
You have access to
And
one.
then Keshma won't be able to cast Wish again for a year.
Oh my god. I don't know if we want to use it for that. This
You
seems
know what I mean?
relevant, though.
So it's only tied to me, right? So
It
if
is
I were
only
to like,
going to follow you. Yep.
well, you know what, guys? I mean,
Cushman, just in case y'all want to use
I'm pretty stealthy, but maybe one of you guys can look around, because you know, this. I can stay a little further back from the party, so you know, no one gets, well, not surprised. Instead, the opposite of stealth, essentially. Yeah. Decisions.
What's your stealth
Hmm.
modifier again?
I will also say that he is impervious to damage,
7.
but he's not impervious
Mine's
to
1, so-
all spells. Like, he is really loud, but like, say if he was
Silence him.
quiet.
Ooh, I do have suggestion.
Doesn't the doctor have silence?
I do, but the
Doesn't
silence spell
move.
can't move. I cast it on an area, and then he'll be quiet while he's in it.
I will. I will cast suggestion on
Okay.
the thing. That helm of that helm of what's it called? Telepathy.
Okay.
It's good. I will say to this golden skull, you know what? How about you be quiet until we get to the end of the dungeon?
So he doesn't. I'm gonna say that passes. He does not have. Does not have the ability to counter that. Okay. I'm going to say that works. And he all of a sudden goes from to just cackling teeth going open and close as if he's still laughing, but there's no sound coming out.
Nice.
He's still going to follow you, but he will not be able to make noise.
And so this is a concentration spell, but it's from a magical item. Does that mean my concentration's used for it?
That's
Correct.
a good question.
You used it.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
You cast the spell from the item. You still cast it.
So to be
Okay.
fair, you probably won't need it while in combat, because they'll already be fighting you.
Sure, but that's
so then
like
you have
I
to
can't.
just recast it, right? Unless you can't.
I can't.
Ah, R.I.P. in peace.
So it's like I can't take damage now, or maybe have to make a Constitution save. But
Is there
Alright.
no
You
other
just
way
stay
to get
back.
rid of this motherfucker?
So he did say he was cursed. You could try to end the curse. So
We might find more information if we just keep going. We can have Lombard tank and keep Casimir back so that he can maintain the spell.
I will say,
Well, he's muted for now.
before we're gonna retcon a little bit of this, because there's no way for you to know, with him being silent. He would have said so because he's loud and obnoxious. To help him, he would have said to feed him gemstones.
oh, we have lots of
We have
those.
gemstones.
Do we?
Yeah.
Didn't we
have a ton.
find we had like a bag of them, right?
Yeah, like we have a ton.
Nice.
How much?
And do we have a reliquary worth 750 gold pieces?
How much worth does that bag of gemstones have for anybody who might have the notes on that one, possibly?
I do not have the treasure total.
Right.
That was you, right? Lombard?
You were
That
the...
might be the one thing that I didn't remember to pull up. Give me a second. Let me just check real quick.
We had a couple different instances where we acquired gemstones.
That is true.
Might have even gotten some from that treasure hoard at Ataz-Kahakla. Let me look. Oh, we did. There were diamonds from that one. I remember.
Okay. So, I'm just going to say we need 10,000 gold worth of gems.
Oh,
Jesus, that's a lot.
that is a lot.
We have, when we killed Razna Z, we got 30 gems that were worth 50 gold each. So that's 1,500 right there. Unless I did my math really wrong just then. No, that's right. 1,500. 30 times 50.
I mean, that's a good step towards it. And I don't think we used any of the gems that we came across throughout the whole campaign, right? We never had a chance to sell anything.
There were definitely at least 1,500 gold worth of gems at Ataz-Kahakla.
So that's 3k.
Don't we have bloodstones? I don't know if those count.
How much is a bloodstone worth?
50 gold. We have 4 of them from what I have written down.
So that's 32. I'll say that counts. It does specifically say gemstones. So I just don't know if other treasure would work.
Maybe it's
We
got
have
like
items with gemstones in them, but we would have to
maybe.
disassemble. Because we have the I just read it. My 2 different campaign notes are mixed together.
Here it is, the Sea Hag Horde. Doesn't look like there are any other gemstones in it.
My Helm of Telepathy looks like, oh no, is that a gem? There's like something in one of the eyes.
In one of the eyes.
Yeah.
Well, I will say he's silenced, and that you know you have to give him 10,000 gold worth of gemstones. I will remind you, we are in level 3 of this dungeon, so there is a chance we may come across more treasure as we continue. He is at least silent right now. So there shouldn't be any Cicero problems as long as concentration isn't broken.
Okay, well, that's something.
Which means, yeah.
So we need to find some treasure, quickly.
And by the way, guys, when I went to find our friend here, there was another exit that I did not try. Because, you know, I saw this and this looked like it was interesting. My mistake. But there is another exit over there if we want to scout out that direction.
You're hired.
Oh.
That's okay,
Well,
Yasmia. If that room's empty, I'll follow you at least into that.
It is empty. Well, now that the skull's gone, yes.
That way, if
I'm
something
going with
tries
the
to come
tanks.
at you, maybe I can get into the way. So that way you don't take damage and we don't have to listen to that god-awful droning of that thing.
I'm all for that.
There's not enough paperwork in the world that I can do to shut that thing up. Goodness gracious.
I fear that is the case. Well, I'll try the sneaky approach first.
Alright.
Yeah, I'll
So
sneakily go up.
Okay, you are going into this area here. Perfect. Okay. Let me just make sure. Okay. So this door slides open. So are you gonna open it all the way, or just like part of the way?
I mean, I'll do it progressively, but every time I see nothing, I just open it up more.
Yeah, I guess that's fair. I'm gonna go ahead and just show this area then, because it's just gonna be
miss it if we don't.
You're actually going to be able to see up this way as well.
Yeah, 120 feet of dark vision is pretty nice.
Okay.
Well, it looks like the coast is clear.
So to your left, obviously you see those doors in front of you. See a hallway that leads into another room, it seems. Then to your right, you can obviously see where it leads over to the like main stairwell kind of area. But also in two alcoves here. So two hulking figures stand in alcoves along this long hall, facing each other. Armor is bolted to their flesh, and they wear bucket helms and spiked gauntlets. Iron collars around their necks are connected by a spiked chain that stretches across the corridor.
Ah, I spoke too soon. There is something. Well, two things. But I have learned a little trick. Let's see. So over here, do you see this point?
Give me one
It's
second.
30 feet away.
I see that, yes.
So I might use my silent image just to put that dwarf with the daggers there. And
Okay.
then... Can you move a silent image, or is it kind of stuck where...
It has to stay... I'm going to have that one stay stationary. It has to be just...
It does say in a 5-foot cube.
Yeah.
Okay. Then I'm going to keep that here and just see if these things react.
Okay. Nothing happens.
I'll move it instead to here. In front of them.
Okay. First things first, give me just a second. So there is, so like I said, the collars around their necks, there is a chain that goes between them and is connected to each of their collars. So they are connected to one another, and there is like a chain that is at their neck level, spanning the room. This is an illusion, so it wouldn't actually affect the chain in any way. I didn't foresee this one, y'all. Y'all are too good at this game.
Welcome to Dungeon Master.
Let me see.
Gonna do what to the giant snake?
What happened?
Nothing. Just referencing the...
Lombard twerking on the giant snake.
Ah, right. Gotcha.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you. I dismissed that from my memories. It's just a dark. It was a dark time for Lombard. That's the dark part.
The darkest part of TOA.
Lombard's Darkiplier. It's fine. Okay. Because it's in between them, they would have seen it because they're looking directly at each other. These two Tomb Guardians step out, swipe at the illusion, swipe through it, and then just stand there. Not necessarily confused, as they're too dumb to really understand that nothing happened. They just understand that nothing happened. They don't know why nothing happened. They just stopped caring once nothing happened.
I will dismiss the illusion, and then I'll use this Helm of Telepathy, because apparently at will I can cast Detect Thoughts. So I'm gonna read the thoughts of one of them.
Okay. Do you have to break concentration to cast an at-will spell?
Probably not.
Only if it
As a
requires
cantrip.
concentration.
Only if it requires concentration. Okay. Cool. Detect thoughts of a Tomb Guardian? Okay.
It is concentration up to 1 minute. Ooh, so I can't do that, because if I do that, then the skull starts to talk.
True. The skull do
Okay.
start talking. Please don't make the skull
That-
start talking.
Yeah, no. In that case, I'm gonna abort that plan and instead just be like, okay, that. All right, guys. There are two guardians, and they will attack us if we go that way. But let's just not do that. And then so there's this purple stuff here, yeah.
Ah, yes.
There's mushrooms or something.
Let me go ahead and tell you about that. Are you in the hallway yet, Casimir?
I am not. I'm standing outside it, like
Gotcha,
in the room
gotcha.
still.
Let me go ahead and just say a little bit about this. So you notice in the sides of the walls here, there is purple mold sprouting from the floors, the walls, and the ceilings. It smells like rotting corpses, and occasionally you see it release a cloud of seemingly harmless spores. Did you poke your head out or anything at all by chance to see what was happening?
I suppose I would have, yeah.
So upon peeking your head out, you also notice that from those spores, tiny eye stalks with eyes on the tips of them poke out and just look at you.
Like spores floating in the air with eye stalks?
No, like patches of nasty fungus that smells like death
from the
stuck
fungus
to the
itself.
floors, walls, and ceilings, and
patches.
the eye stalks are sprouting from the mold and looking at you, and yeah, they slink away as they lose sight of you. Kind of like a.
All right, there is something weirder out there.
I'd light a torch and hand it to Casimir.
Well, you know what they say, fire cleanses all.
Maybe. It's worth a try.
I
I'm gonna
will.
cast resistance on Casimir before he goes.
Yeah, I'm just gonna. So, are there clouds of spores still going around?
Yeah, but they're pretty harmless.
So every time, like, one of the pieces of mold near me, like, releases one, I'm gonna put, like, the torch at that and see if it can, like, catch the whole thing alight.
Okay. Well, the spores ignite, and they are destroyed.
Nice.
Does that also feed back into the mold or no?
I'll say it does. So you destroy a small growth, but across the hallway, another growth sprouts a stubbier eye stalk. Give me 1 second here.
Ooh.
Let's see what that is. Ooh, okay, I need you to make me a dexterity save.
Oh, okay. That's good. 24.
Okay. That passes.
So what?
You're fine. It just kind of plunks you with something.
Huh.
It shoots a little thingy at you, but it doesn't do anything.
The mold is shooting at me. So where did that shoot me from?
There was another eye stalk that showed up in an opposite patch on the other side of the hallway to the one that you just set on fire. A small little eye stalk sprouted out of it, shot that thing at you, and then sunk back into the mold.
You know, the mold is evolving. I saw a bigger eye come out at me, and then...
Evolving? Or was it already there?
So, the thing that it shot at me, is it physical? Like, can I see the thing?
It shot a beam at you.
So there's just this bean on the floor now.
I'm just going to say that because we rolled a 9, it's a really good thing you passed that saving throw.
Okay. I don't think we should go that way. I mean, if we had something that could just, light up the whole area, that would be good.
I will be honest, we're seeing this growth kind of everywhere. I think it's just gonna kind of be part of this floor by chance, maybe. I don't know.
Uh-huh.
Maybe we just don't set it on fire and it doesn't hurt us back. Because it didn't hurt you till you set it on fire.
that is true. How about you test that theory? Because if I do that,
Sure.
then maybe a friend will wake up.
Also, let me go ahead and get us out of the turn order. I apologize, I forgot that was still up.
That doesn't matter.
Lombard's gonna walk out. A bunch of eyes are gonna spread up and look at him, and nothing else is gonna happen. See? It's fine. This one's a little bit singed, but they don't seem to be upset with me at all.
Okay. Well, there is that thing up ahead. Do you see it? Not sure if you can, but I saw like a kind of tombish casket-looking thing over there. Like the others.
This does look familiar.
Well, gang, shall we go check out that room?
Shall we?
I'll be right behind you.
Okie doke. Alright, as Lombard enters the room, he notices a similar kind of like bones, bone feet on floor that we have heard before. Give me 1 second here. I'm gonna go ahead and just reveal the rest of the room now that we're in it.
Another one.
Another one. Another skeleton key. Makes his presence known.
Get him!
Let me just check something real quick before we do anything. Okay. Yep. All right. At that point, sorry, stream. I know you guys can't see chat as often because I have to use the same thing for finding the stuff. Okay. So before we roll initiative, I'm gonna say Lombard runs up and smacks it, just to see if we even need to waste the time.
Fair.
If that's okay with everybody.
I'm cool with that.
He hits it, and it's dead. Okay. I just wanted to make sure we didn't just do all that for.
If it's a skeleton, is it vulnerable to bludgeoning damage? So it would have taken 30 right there.
It does use the same stats as a skeleton in that
then
regard.
it took 30 bludgeoning damage.
Yep. Well, that's a lot more than he had. So Lombard picks up one of the skeleton keys. Nice seeing ya.
How many do we have so far? 3?
That is 3.
Yeah, I've got 2.
There's been 1 on each floor so far. Okay. Lombard's now in this tomb. Well, we're all in a tomb. This is a big old tomb. I don't know why I said tomb. Okay, well, I guess because there's a sarcophagus there. A 4-columned portico juts out from the far wall, which is this. This is the portico area here.
What the hell is a portico?
It's like an archway essentially, kind of. Except that, yeah, it's good enough. It'll work. Beneath which a stone sarcophagus rests in a wall recess. 4 ceramic frog masks hang in niches around the sarcophagus. So this, and this. There's a frog mask in each of these. Beneath the masks, humanoid bones are strewn across the floor. To the east, a large carving of a tentacled frog monster squats above a shrine. Offerings lie on a shelf before it. 4 rectangular frescoes adorn the adjacent walls.
Frescoes.
Who is?
I'm not familiar with that
who
word.
is inhabited and by whom? Frescoes are
Like
like
little nooks.
they're like artworks kind of thing.
Okay.
It's kind of like a.
These 4 divots.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah. Shows art. Yeah, it's like a divot in the wall. And these have some art inside of them. Well, these are different. These are just the niches. There's a fresco. Yeah, there's a fresco. There's 2 frescoes here and 2 frescoes here. It's 2 pieces of art here, 2 pictures here, 2 pictures here. Doesn't have to be a fresco. It can just be a picture. It's a picture. It's a picture. It's a picture. It's a picture. It shows something. Who has a god inside of him at the moment, and which ones do you have?
I don't know. I can't find my notebook. Or I can't find the page in my notebook.
I know I have a note somewhere for
Maybe
it,
it's
but
in
it's not in this notepad document. Oh, it might be in this one, actually. Okay. Mirin, you have Moa, and Casimir, you have Wongo.
Right.
Okay. Alright. Well, y'all are still way back there. Lombard's the only one in this room. Oh, Mirin's in the wall. Let me just get you out of the wall. There you go. Mirin, your god doesn't have anything to say to you about this room. Okay. What's the moves, guys?
I'm gonna
Doctor,
walk up and
aren't
put one of
you-
the masks on.
You're gonna put one of the masks on? Okay.
Aren't you going to move forward?
And get the other masks and give them to the homies.
Sounds good. Okay.
I want to go into stealth before I move because I'm concerned that after what I did to one of them, they might have taken offense.
Okay.
Alright, I hand Lombard a mask.
Okay.
And that too.
And then I
Nice.
walk up and hand one to Dr. Cox.
I look at the mask before I put it on. What is it?
It is a mask that looks like the head of a frog.
Casimir gets one as well.
Let me see if it's made of anything
We put them
specific. I don't think
on
it's...
And
They're made-
special
yeah,
little
they are
scene
ceramic.
cutouts like the Power Rangers.
Okay. Lombard puts on his mask as well.
Do the frescoes change now that we're wearing the mask?
No, but would you like to look at them?
Yeah,
I
what
would
is
like
on
to
these
look at it.
pieces of artwork?
Okay, so 4 frescoes line the wall of this tomb. There's 2 on each side of the shrine. So the first one, a frog-like behemoth is using its tentacles to help the Omuan people knock down a mighty statue. In the foreground, an old woman wearing a frog mask tosses 5 coins from her hand as though sowing seeds. In the second one, a frog-like behemoth wraps its tentacles around a giant crocodile as Omuan hunters stab the crocodile with their spears. In the foreground, an old man wearing a frog mask holds a bug up to his open mouth. I believe he holds it up to his own mouth, I believe. Let me just check and make sure that is correct. Yes, he holds it up to his mouth. In the third fresco, a frog-like behemoth with 4 Omuan hunters riding on its back finds a small boy in the jungle. The hunters seem elated. In the foreground, a young woman wearing a frog mask holds a knife in one hand and a headless chicken in the other. And in the fourth fresco, a frog-like behemoth wallows in a shallow pool as Omuans offer it urns of food and treasure as tribute. Cracks in the fresco obscure the head of the human figure in the foreground, but you can see that it grasps a lit candle.
It looked like there was perhaps a theme, like a charity for the first one, then the next one, not the next one, the one after that sacrifice, but for the other two, I have no idea what they mean.
You do
Like,
also
eat's got
notice a plethora of just random items strewn across the shrine.
Just random items, or?
Do you want to search?
Your typical tomb random items, you know, like
Yeah, does my
embalming
passive
tools and scraps
21
of cloth.
investigation turn anything up?
You do
Typical
notice that
bone
there is a
dust.
6-inch tall stone statuette of a froghemoth, which weighs 5 pounds, and has an inscription on its base in Old Omuin. Give thanks to me, as others have done since the dawn of time. There is also a copper bowl containing rat bones, 4 dead cockroaches, a green wax candle with a salvageable wick, and 5 gold coins.
Oh.
That's why I read the frescoes quite slowly.
So, we each need to make an offering into this bowl, I think.
I will grab the 5 coins, be disappointed that I can't pocket it, and just put it into the bowl.
No. I think I have the frog mask. I'm supposed to do that one, right?
We're all wearing frog masks.
Oh.
Does anybody have a live animal?
I was just looking. I can conjure animals, but they are technically fey, so that will not work because they disappear when they die. Are there animals skittering about? Are there rats or bugs or anything
Cockroaches.
in this dungeon, in the room?
Well, I would assume... Hold on.
What about one of these fungus monsters?
No, that's not gonna work.
Wait.
If anybody wants to try,
Damn
go
it.
ahead and roll me survival. Okay.
Of course, our druid.
Mirin, you're able to find a rat scurrying across the floor.
Lovely.
I'll say, I'll let you can grab it if you'd like.
I acquire said rat. And wait for the others to come up with what they're gonna give so we can do it all at once.
What are the other two?
All right, so
Sorry.
who has what at this point? Sorry.
I have the gold coins.
You
Mirin
have
has
the
a rat.
coins, the rats. The other 2 things that are left are some dead cockroaches and a green wax candle with a salvageable wick.
Can we reform the candle?
It is salvageable.
May I attempt
So
to
we need
reform the
wax.
candle?
I'd say because there's a candle, because it says it's a candle, I think it could be relit.
Okay,
If you
we can
decide
just
to
do
Okay,
that.
do
that's
so.
easy. I'll take
I
a
would-
candle.
Yeah, I wouldn't. Yeah.
Also,
All
we
right, and I'm
probably
gonna
have
take.
candles.
I'm gonna take one of the dead cockroaches. Lombot's gonna stand at the thing, and he's gonna eat one of the cockroaches
Oh,
while wearing his mask.
I'm gonna cut the head off the rat.
What are you gonna
I'll
do?
light the candle.
What are you gonna do with it at that point?
Just like,
We'll say there was a
it's an
copper
altar
bowl.
that we're at, yes?
There is a copper bowl with animal bones in it.
Okay, lovely. I will do that within the copper bowl.
Okay.
I know that the woman is throwing the money, but I'm gonna try place it at the altar first.
Okay.
Was that all the things? Doctor, are you going to light that candle?
yeah. Make sure I stand in front of the right fresco before I light it.
Sure. Absolutely. All right. All right. So, upon the candle being lit and held up near the shrine, the sarcophagus lid, you hear it unlock and begin to slide open.
I'm in danger.
Defensive positions.
Nope.
Does it only move like a bit, like a portion,
No,
and stop?
It's open.
Oh, it's open. Okay.
Okay.
Usually this would be my
Lombot walks
line of
up,
work. Ah,
and it contains the bones of a frog hemoth, as well as some items.
Kabazan's grave.
so are you just going
Okay.
to reach in there, or maybe take a precaution, like a glove or a rope?
So inside
will
of
warn
the
you.
sarcophagus, there is a pair of bracers and 20 brittle arrows in a rotting leather quiver.
Just fair warning, Lombard. If you touch it, any of those things, you might get a little possessed.
It does seem to be a running theme, Casme, actually. I don't think I'm gonna do any well with
Yeah,
with
who shoots arrows?
braces.
None of
I
us.
throw javelins.
Casimir could shoot some arrows.
I could, but I don't
Bracers
like
seem
to
like
do
a-
that.
I could maybe use the bracers. My armor class sucks. But then they're probably the same as those other ones you got.
I have bracers of defense. Yeah, nobody
Exactly.
Although
Although
I will say they're
if-
not bracers of defense.
they're probably
I'm gonna do
bracers
it.
for archery
I'm
then.
gonna walk up and grab the bracers.
All right. Upon touching them, I need a charisma saving throw. The braces glow as watery light ripples across the walls. Oh, you failed. A monstrous, tentacled shadow rises from the sarcophagus, and the air fills with the stench of a swamp. A rumbling voice echoes through the tomb.
You are brave to summon me. Together we will crush the Undying One.
You are now inhabited by the trickster god Kubazan, the froghemoth. And
Great, Kermit.
because of that, Moa steps aside.
Oh.
Aw, I didn't know I was gonna lose Moa.
So you no
Which
longer
one
have
is Moa?
Moa was the Jakuli? No.
I vibed with Moa.
Yeah, but what item was that?
Oh, that was the bracers of defense, right?
Was it?
So that means you're no longer attuned to them, right?
I thought it was the staff of striking. No, it was the bracers of defense. I guess.
I'll be honest with you. I'm just keeping track of what god's in who at this point. That's why I told somebody else I need them to be the notes people.
I did that. I had notes. I just don't know where they are.
I did not take notes on that.
That's a okay.
I think it is the staff of striking because I remember a conversation where we discussed whether I needed to attune to it, and I attuned to it anyway just
Ah.
to make it convenient because
All
Is that the
stats
one-
require
slots were all
attunement.
empty.
was the
It
staff?
didn't because it's
was,
the.
was that the staff we found in that curved hallway?
Maybe.
I think that's the staff. No, it is the staff that we found in the curved hallway of the goat with the goat boy. Hold on. Let's just. I have 5e tools pulled up. I could literally just look.
I don't know where my page of notes for this is.
That's a-okay. That's a-okay. Okay. It's a staff of the Python.
Right, because she's
Oh,
got multiple
it's
staffs, if I
halfway.
remember.
I traded my staff of the Python. for
No,
something.
you didn't. You
Oh,
gave
yeah.
me the staff of healing.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I still have the staff of the Python.
Okay, so yeah, the staff of the Python. Yeah, no, it's you no longer are attuned to that because Moa is no longer part of you. You now have Kubazan.
I'm gonna try and swipe the staff of the python.
Go ahead and give
He'd
me a
ask nice.
charisma save.
Can I fail that intentionally?
No,
Really?
correct. I need a charisma save, please.
Really, really.
That's too bad. I have a really high charisma modifier.
Ah,
Ooh.
you pass. So, green smoke billows from the staff, coiling around you like a certain serpent. A sibilant voice whispers in your ear,
Let me help you. I promise to be good.
and you say, no thanks.
But I want to say yes, please.
I know. I do know.
You say yes, please, and the terrifying way that flees from you.
I do know. Fortunately, I just can't. I can't let it. I can't let them choose to be happening because there's plot that can happen determined based on what happens with whom. Oh, actually, let me go ahead and also give you Kubazon's card.
So now me and Mirin are no longer like enemies because she's no longer that one.
True.
The beef has ended.
Scorched.
All the time I spent writing music for later on, and I didn't put the handouts together. I'm great in some places
Like the
and
easiest
bad
thing
when
to
it's
forget.
not. I guess that's fair. That is fair. All right, that's gonna be in your journal for just. Actually, I'm gonna give it to everybody. Everybody could be able to see it at that point. So everybody can see that handout called Kubazon.
Oh, good. I became,
You are fearless and you're not afraid to take great risks.
And you have
I
23
became-
strength.
Also, your strength is 23.
What?
Your strength is now 23. You are
Does that
now.
affect my AC?
Does it?
Shouldn't.
I thought that was a Constitution. Oh, I actually
is
no.
it?
Armor class is
It's
No,
dexterity.
that's usually dex.
that's Dex, yeah.
How do
Yeah.
I...
So you're now stronger than I think all of us.
Combined.
Is there a way to temporarily add that to my character sheet?
No, you can just change your ability score to 23, though.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Fantastic. I will say that could have gone wrong a lot of times. So congratulations on picking that one up. Because even with my hints, there was a lot of ways to still mess that up. So that one's not too punishing though. Easy to mess up, but not as deadly, I will say. All right. So, what's the moves now, folks?
We should probably not let the genie stay by herself for too long. But
Yeah, I just had her pulled in there. While you guys were figuring out if y'all were going to use her on our friend Jaka. What is his name? Cicero? Whatever, we'll call him
His name
Cicero.
is Dead.
Yeah, that's right. It's dead to us. Silence! Okay. All right. Anyways. But yeah. If you want her to join us in any room, I'm going to leave her here just so she's kind of out the way because she is a big token. So if y'all want her with you guys in a room, it's assumed that she is traveling with you. So I'll just move her token when that time comes.
You guys know what that did to my hit?
Probably an insane thing. You do have the thing that swallowed our frog friend now inhabiting. You've swallowed the thing that swallowed
cool
our
with it.
frog friend.
I'm cool with it.
Eater of goops.
This is.
Frog section.
But all right. So yeah, Casimir brought up the idea of going towards the doors. How do we all feel about that?
Let's go there.
Sounds like a plan,
Fucking do it.
Stan.
I would not recommend going the other direction. Those things are a little testy.
I mean, we can go back up the stairs and go around.
For sure. It's the right move.
Okay. As you walk
Well,
through the
after
hallways,
you.
As usual, stalks of eye stalks with little eyes on them kind of poke in and out as they
I would
watch
like
you
to
move down
reach
the hallways.
down. May I pet one?
When you reach down to touch it, they shrink back very quickly.
May I attempt to scoop a glob of the moss up and carry it with me in my bag, so that I may have one, because I think they're cute.
It does smell like death.
That's okay.
You know,
I pull a
Because
small
you're
pot
not-
out of my
'cause-
bag and plant it like a tiny pet plant.
because
And I
it's
carry
not
it with me.
because it's not able to. It's not causing you any damage. You know what? There's no reason to say no to that. Go for it. There just
Sweet.
isn't any reason. I'm trying to think of literally anything that could possibly happen.
So,
It's not
Mirin
even like a
now has
reason to say
purple eye
no.
stalk
It's literally
fungi.
just like I'm trying to think of like in the future, is this gonna cause problems?
What if
And
that
it
causes
might.
a
We
really
don't. I
cute
actually.
drawing?
I honestly don't know if it's gonna cause problems yet, but we'll find out together. Like it's like that's not even me being facetious. I legit don't actually. I don't think it's gonna be a problem. But who knows? All right. So we come up to these doors. The outside of this door is carved with leering and laughing skulls.
Casimir,
Yes?
take the skull.
Oh, this skull.
That
The one
skull.
that I can never touch
Yeah, that
because
one.
it's too fast. Well, I can at least go to the door and see if something happens.
The skull flies around. He like taps the door, and you notice that the door is not held closed in any way. It's just on rusty hinges. It opens quite easily.
I'll just push the door.
All right.
I'm sorry, I have a quick interjection.
Sure.
So is there an item that I need to add to my inventory for those bracers?
Yes, they are a bracers of archery. They should be something that is available.
Thank you.
Ooh.
Shouldn't have thrown away my crossbow.
Ah, shoot. I showed you too much. It's fine.
I had a rage moment.
Actually, you know what? I'm going to hide the rest of this. Pretend you didn't see it. And we'll be fine.
the first curtain.
Yeah, I know. Listen, I'm panicking.
Whatever you do, don't panic.
I'm panicking! I'm panicking! Alright. Moving on, though. Okay. So 10 feet from the doors, a thick tapestry curtain hangs from wall to wall. Its embroidery shows a scene of merriment. Nobles feasting around a banquet table. A roast boar on a platter, and servants pouring wine.
How does this room sound?
It's just kind of a normal room. Same echoes as the room, as you know the rest of the rooms. It's nothing, not really any soundproofing on the walls or anything this time around.
All right. Is there? I will look for traps before I move forward.
Okay.
If I can borrow a short bow and attune to these bracers of archery, that would be cool, but it takes an hour.
You're automatically attuned, I think.
Can I does anybody got a bow? Longbow or short bow?
I don't have one.
I only have swords. I don't have any bow.
Worth a
Just
shot.
keep an
Okay.
eye out. You might find
Carrying
one.
on.
Make sure you grab those arrows.
I have arrows.
But you should grab the ones that were with the bracers.
They were brittle.
You do notice that they are very brittle arrows.
I have
Dude.
I have arrows, and I have spells to enhance arrows.
There might be something special about them, though.
No, they're just shitty old arrows.
It's almost kind of weird that you didn't have a bow before.
I had a
She did have a
crossbow
bow
and
before.
I had a bow
She's not
and I threw it
proficient.
away
She threw it
because
away
I
when it
couldn't
was-
fucking
yeah.
hit anything with it, and I had a
Because
fit.
you're not proficient.
Yes.
Aha.
Now I am.
Yeah. Now
No, you're not.
it just adds like a +2 or something like that.
It gives me
to-
proficiency.
to something. Does it?
Yes.
Maybe I just read it wrong. My bad.
Well, if there's
oh, yeah.
no traps,
You have
I'll...
proficiency with the longbow and short bow, and you gain a +2
And I get
bonus
+2.
to damage rolls. Yep.
Mhm.
Yeah, I was kind of hoping it might work with a short bow that way.
It does.
It does. Short bow or
not short
longbow.
bow. I meant the thing
Crossbow.
that the doctor used. Crossbow.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It does not.
Yeah, I was hoping it would, but yeah, it does not. But that's okay. There's no traps that you see.
Did we take Goop's stuff, or did he take it with us?
I'm sure he took it with him.
He left us his stuff.
Can I have his bow?
Sure.
Yes. What kind of bow did he have?
It's a longbow.
That's a good question.
Just a regular one.
I can't see chat, actually, which is weird.
You did not have a magic longbow.
Sweet.
Okay. Oops, I just revealed the small rectangle. That's fine. Doesn't show anything. Okay, alright. So yeah, you don't see anything. Are you going to move the curtain?
Ah, see, that's the thing. If there's a
Eat
trigger
something
here...
first.
Say again.
Huh?
Take a bite out of something first. Like, take a bite out of a ration from your pack or something. Because they're feasting on the tapestry.
That is true. If only I had brought some liquor with me. I
You
guess...
don't have any wine
yeah.
left in your skin?
Well, I suppose it's worth another look.
Lombard
Do I have?
is going to use one of his magic awareness slots. He now has 2 left. He is going to tell you that not the curtain behind this one, but the one after that, he can sense that there is an aura of enchantment magic radiating from that 3rd curtain.
It's gonna try
so-
and spell enchant you somehow.
Well, I mean, if this first one is not, I'll try the ration anyway. I'll eat and then I'll push my way past into the next one.
Okay? The 2nd curtain,
Can we follow him?
you can. Another curtain hangs behind the first, showing the same scene but descended into depravity. The nobles fight with each other, partake in carnal encounters on the table, or sprawl on the floor in puddles of vomit.
This is weird. I'll just give Mirin a playful push, then move forward.
I need a wisdom saving throw, please.
Ooh.
From
Just
the
from
both
him?
of you, since you both moved into that spot. Casimir, you fail. Mirin, you pass. Casimir, you are frightened of the picture you see. A scene of horror confronts you. Nobles feasting on servants, eating each other alive, and setting fire to the hall. The roast boar is alive and laughing on its platter. A frightened creature in this situation, Casimir, you are going to try to leave the room as quickly as possible.
I would like to cackle at Casimir.
Fuck
So we know
this! I'm out! Fuck! I guess I just push past everyone.
Yeah, so before you do anything else, what is everybody else doing at this point?
I'm gonna
I'd like to
keep
try and stop Casimir from running out of the room.
Okay. How do you
Is that a
plan to do
contested strength?
Well, it depends. What is your methodology of keeping him from leaving the room?
Can I like close the door in front of him or something?
Because the door is so weak, it's very easy to open either way.
Can
It's
we
almost like
retcon
a
and say that
swinging
I
door.
grab him and do a contested strength to try to keep him there?
You know what? Yeah, because both things happened at the same time, you would have seen him get frightened because you didn't get frightened.
Oh, she just cackled.
So yeah, I need both of y'all to roll, I guess just straight strength, eh?
Grapple is usually strength athletics. Defenders usually get the option of having.
Oh yeah, can we do athletics?
Yeah, go ahead and do athletics.
Defenders usually get the option of...
Strength athletics or dexterity acrobatics.
Oh, hell yeah.
Okay. Holy shit.
24.
24. Ties go to the defender.
Okay.
Damn it!
Okay. Well,
That
Casimir
was
gets
so close.
Casimir gets away from that. That's fantastic. That was ooh, that was spicy. All right. Well, once you are past the doors, Casimir, you are not able to actually get back into the room yet.
Okay.
I would have tried to have grabbed him also.
Oh yeah, if you want to, go ahead.
You're gonna have to be quicker than that.
Yeah, there's no way this is gonna happen. I have a +1.
Yeah, if
Oh
you
my
want to
God.
roll a 7 and then Casimir. or
Well,
should
He
you
has
roll
a
me?
+12, so
Even if he
Yeah.
rolls that one, yeah.
That's fair.
Well,
Okay.
let's just see. Shits and gigs.
Yeah,
22.
just- yeah.
All right.
I feel like maybe if it was a nat 1,
He
maybe we could figure
flip
something out.
over the doctor's head.
But yeah, he's just like, whoo! He swan dives.
Just-
It's like barrel. He combat rolls as he lands. It's fantastic.
Just screaming in terror all the way.
One long, uninterrupted scream.
That's fucking funny. Jesus Christ. Okay. All right. Well, Mirin, you are right next to this terrifying tapestry. What would you
I
like
got
to do?
balls
Anything
of
here?
steel recently. I'll be going straight through.
Okay. Now, because these are curtains, did we pull these to the side, or
That's
did
why
we
I'm
just kind of
sort of
did we
in.
move like just around?
Are
them?
they
said
split
to
in the
just
center?
push
They're
past
kind of
them.
like curtains.
All the way across, no split?
Yeah, you could have. Well.
Okay, then yeah, I'll stay on this side.
Okay, gotcha. I see what you're saying. Yeah, I'll let that happen. Okay, so you move there. Give me just 1 second. Okay. The rotting head of a giant boar is mounted to the wall behind the final curtain. Fresh blood and gore spatters its tusks, dribbling down the wall beneath it. I need a wisdom saving throw, Mirin.
Oh no. Now that I talk shit, it's gonna be bad.
You failed.
Damn it.
You are charmed.
You're giving yourself resistance.
You are going to slowly start approaching the severed head, and you're going to put your head in the boar's mouth.
Oh,
Oh,
no!
no.
Fuck! If I die right now, I'm gonna be so mad.
Before you move, Lombard and Doctor, what are we doing?
I have no idea what's going on the other side of those curtains, do I?
You know what?
You saw
I'm
me
gonna say
run
to
away,
move
so
past,
you...
y'all had to draw the curtains, so we could see what happened. In fact, we probably should have done saving throws on that third curtain as well.
You want everybody to
Make
roll
everybody
saving
do it.
throw?
You and me, yeah.
Wisdom, right?
Yes.
Oh boy.
I have the highest wisdom and I
I
failed, so-
definitely failed. I
Wait,
also.
no.
Do that one.
We all run out of the room.
Pathetic.
Okay. So, before Mirin moves, however, all three of us, Casimir, Doctor, and Lombard, can re-roll their saving throws to see if they pass. Lombard saves his. Everybody passes.
Second wind!
Everybody passes.
How come everybody got to reroll but me?
Because you were not frightened by the tapestry. You are charmed by something else. They were frightened by the tapestry. So we haven't actually looked at the boar's head yet because we haven't gone back into the room.
Did the door close behind us? Or do we just, like, look out?
Doors are flimsy.
Doors are flimsy, so we can flip them open. Because you're charmed, it doesn't say you can't say anything. So you just feel yourself moving closer to the boar's head.
I'm gonna yell, fuck, 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 somebody help me!
Are you going to tell them to do anything upon entering, like not look at the boar?
Yes, I'm gonna say, don't look at the board.
Lombard's gonna shield his eyes and run in. And he is going to try to essentially just grapple you, to grab you, and
Oh my
keep you
god,
from
not
moving
a
further towards
contested
the.
strength check.
So you can roll. You can roll something other than athletics.
You can
if
choose
want
not to contest.
You can also choose not to
I choose-
contest,
I-
but you are charmed.
But I know I'm
so
charmed.
you are. Yeah. The only thing on your mind right now, essentially, is movement-wise.
What are my
is
options?
Move towards the thing. I would say I'm gonna roll athletics.
No, I have plus
Your
10.
options.
Acrobatics?
Your options are acrobatics, athletics,
Or
and
athletics.
and strength, right?
Strength is athletics is strength.
Gotcha. Yeah, you're right. Perfect. Lombard grabs you and he pulls you just a little bit further away and just holds you back. You are moving towards the thing. Casimir, Doctor, are you guys doing anything?
I'm gonna run in as well, and I'm gonna do something which may not be so kosher, but I'm gonna do an unarmed strike against her. Because, I don't know, maybe that knocks someone out of charm.
Like slap
Maybe
me
not.
across the face. Okay.
Essentially,
Get a
yeah.
hold of yourself.
Does a 9 hit?
No.
I don't think it does.
You like close your eyes before you try and slap her.
Slap my horn and it pokes you in the hand.
Ow.
So yeah, that was my move.
I'm gonna try and cast Lesser Restoration on Mirin.
Okay.
See if that does anything.
It does not.
Fuck.
It only works for blinded, deafened, paralyzed, or poisoned.
Sometimes it has an effect.
Casimir, slap her again. Oh,
Alright.
actually, hold on. Give me a second. Nah, yeah. Mirin's the only thing you're doing right now is trying to move towards this thing. Go ahead, slap her
Let me
again.
at him! Let me at him!
17?
That hits.
Okay.
Okay. I hit you for 1 bludgeoning damage.
Mirin, please go ahead and give me another wisdom saving throw. That passes. You no longer feel yourself drawn towards the head of this boar.
Ah. Thanks, bud.
You're welcome.
Don't mention it. I tried to tap you as slightly as I could, but without being too light, you know? You're right.
I'm fine.
Maybe we should get rid of this thing that caused you to walk towards it. I don't want to know what was going to happen as soon as you did what you were about to do.
I'm gonna guess decapitation.
Well, you were about to put your head in its mouth, and these pictures showed a lot of food being eaten. Would anybody else like to do the honors
Of putting our head in its mouth? No.
of smacking the crap out of this thing?
I
I'll
will
hit it.
move. I will, like, kind of look at it through my peripherals as I move up, around, then close my eyes at the direction where it should be, and then take
Go for it.
an attack at it. So a roll to hit.
Yep.
At disadvantage because I am closing my eyes.
You hit.
Okay.
You couldn't have not hit. Okay. It does some damage.
Yeah, 21.
Ouch.
And the good old booming blade. Let's see what you do. Up.
It's
Plus
destroyed.
2. Nice.
Okay. As soon as you destroy it, some items fall out of its mouth. You notice that
Gatsy.
a bent pair of gold spectacles worth 25 gold falls out, as well as a leather eye patch set with a bloodstone worth 50 gold, and a platinum hairpin worth 75 gold.
Anybody marking this down?
Yeah, you are.
Okay, one more time from the top then.
Sure thing. A bent pair of gold spectacles worth 25 gold. A leather eye patch that's set with a bloodstone worth 50 gold. Alright, and then a platinum hairpin worth 75 gold.
That hairpin would really go well with your eyes, Casimir.
I do
I
agree,
know.
Casimir. It's very fitting. It's a
Anything else?
good color for you. Nope.
What if we look like into the boar's? Sorry.
Oh, go. Yeah,
This
go
thing's
ahead.
busted now, right? If we look into the boar's mouth, maybe there's something on the other side.
Nope.
Then this is probably a good time for us to take our first break.
This is a great place for us to take our first break. It is currently 17 minutes to the hour. So let's let's do a 10-minute break here. So we're gonna actually, it'll be technically like 11 and some change. We're gonna come back at 5 minutes till. So, thank you all for joining us. We've been Crit Cats. We'll see you at the 55th minute of the hour. Toodaloo. Alright, everybody, welcome back to Cats. Sorry, we are running a little bit later than planned. We just had to get some extra stuff taken care of in the background. Okay, so we just destroyed a boar's head that almost turned our friend Mirin into some delicious, high-quality sliced meat. Boar's head? Not a sponsor. Okay, so what would we like to do at this point? We just picked up a little bit of treasure, against some bent pair of spectacles, eye patch with a bloodstone in it, platinum hairpin.
Well, the platinum
All
hair
things that come off
spin's
someone's
taken
head.
for.
All things that come off of someone's head. Very true.
Did you put the hairpin in your hair, Casimir?
I did indeed,
Very
yeah.
nice.
Okay. You look very nice, Casimir.
Why, thank you.
Very fitting.
I thought so too. I was eyeing the eye patch for a moment, but when you pointed out that hairpin would look good on me, I had to do it.
Alright, so what's the plan now?
Question. This window thing here
Where are we looking? Sorry.
in the room where the flesh golem was,
Ah, yes.
this glass, whatever window,
Yes.
is it like breakable?
Is it
One
breakable?
way to find out.
Is it breakable? Let's find out.
I feel like we should have to go try.
I feel like Mirin would sneeze at it and it would just shatter now.
She's just like buff now. Been hitting the gym.
Not been hitting the gym, hitting the, what do you call it? Hyperbolic time
Steroids.
chamber gym.
Okay. So how do I say this? It's not truly a window. It may just be wall with like a window set onto it. Might be a magic window, is really what I'm just saying. The most roundabout way I can put it.
So there's no way to get through it?
I guess we could just break the wall? If you want to?
Mirin, smash!
If I could, I'd hand you the golden stein, but I don't know if it would work the same in your hands.
Probably not.
So is that what we want
Well.
to try to do then?
What do you guys think?
I mean,
Worth a shot.
we could just go the long way around, but will that genie friend fit through that window?
She could squeeze, right?
I mean, she is a genie. Or
Do we
just
keep
make-
the bottle?
just make- if we're gonna
I
break,
have the
Heck of
bottle.
if we're strong enough to break the wall, I would assume maybe it would just be a big enough hole for that to not be a problem.
Suppose that's true.
She could like duck as well. Like it doesn't have to be like a perfect for her size. She wouldn't
Yeah,
fit
she
in
can
this crawl
squeeze
space
through
by
a
any
5x5.
means. Yeah, she wouldn't fit in the crawl space, but she could probably make it through the wall. Okay. Well, in that case, Lombard's gonna start crawling through. Could anybody maybe like just can anybody here dispel magic by chance?
I can.
I can't.
Do we want to just try that?
Oh, it is a magic window, isn't it?
It is. Hold on, let me see if is it going to take a spell slot from you?
It will.
Let me check and see if that's actually going to do anything other than get rid of the window. Maybe don't do the dispel magic actually. I'm just gonna I'm gonna swing a ding ding. I'm gonna use... There's no wall stats. Is there like a normal understood stat for like a stone wall? Would that be like something like a AC 10 with 30 hit points
How
or
thick?
something? This wall here would probably be about a foot thick, maybe? No.
You can't bend a door.
Yeah, about a foot.
I don't know. That door looks pretty stupid.
About a foot thick. I'd say about a foot thick. I don't think I ever thought about that. I'll be honest with you, up until this point, I didn't realize it was a magic window. Thought it was just a window. They probably shouldn't have drawn... I understand why they drew it as a window. But gosh darn. I forgot it wasn't a regular window. I mean, I'm willing to just homebrew it as a DC 10 with 30 hit points. It's a stone wall, unless it's supposed to be stronger.
If it moves us forward.
AC 17 with 27 hit points for a 10-foot stone wall.
I'll take it. Big bong. Okay, maybe again. Okay. I take it down by half. Would anybody else like a swing, or do I go again?
I don't have any bludgeoning weapons, so.
Bing bong. There we go. I swing the golden stein. I don't make any money out of this one because I'm assuming it's living creatures that give me money, like Sonic. Not walls.
It's anything conscious.
Yeah, the wall doesn't
undead
know.
too, technically.
Okay, yeah, I guess that's fair. Yeah, the wall does not have that capability, so I don't make money out of it, but it does make a very satisfying hole in the wall, at which point we can get into the hallway just a bit of a step below us. Give me 1 second here, and I will get ready to show you guys some of this hallway. Okay. So does anybody hop
What's the
down?
square?
Square is how you see into the room that's below it. That is the room that began rotating when the golem hit the lever.
Is it a hole?
It is a hole.
Okay. Can I jump over the hole?
Yeah, because of the size of the hole that we made, the wall next to Casimir is also open enough to get into this block without having to jump over this hole. So that way Kashma can get through if she needs to. However, I will say, doesn't look like she's going to have a whole lot of luck going certain directions.
I pulled the lever. I'm kidding.
Yeah, I'll say Casimir might die. Okay. Don't do it though. It's fine. I'll pretend I didn't hear that. Okay, so Mirin and Lombard are in this hallway. So the walls of this narrow tunnel slope inward as they approach the 10-foot high ceiling. Patches of mold cling to the walls and floor on the eastern half of the wall, and cut into the floor at the west end of the corridor is a 3-foot wide, 4-foot long rectangular hole with bright light spilling out of it. Yeah, so, yes. So actually the way that this is laid out assumes that we did not enter from this direction. So the 10-foot area is actually where we are, and it actually slopes inwards the further we look down the hallway from where we're standing. Or outwards, sorry, yeah. But yeah, that fun mold, the fun guys over here, they just be chilling, same kind of fun guys, you know, as one does. Okay, and then Casimir, you are actually in this room. This room is shaped like a drum or cylinder lying on its side, with its south end tapering towards a small stone door. Carvings of demons decorate the stonework, with flickering flames in all of their eyes.
Well, this definitely looks like the kind of door I should open. Can I check for traps on this here door?
You notice that there are 3 hidden locks, but they are not activated.
Do they look like a skeleton key fits in these locks?
No, the door is unlocked. Those are not activated.
They're not activated.
Correct. Almost like maybe they would have if the lever had been pulled.
Like it's not locked.
Like it's a trap room, and we deactivated the trap. By killing the golem that was controlling. You literally put an illusion in the trap room so he would activate the trap, so we saw what it would do. Come on, guys! The door's unlocked!
I guess.
Would you like to
I
open
guess
it,
I'll-
however?
Yeah, I'll open it.
Okay. Let me just make sure I know what room this is that we're going into. This one, okay. Easy peasy. Bing, bong, bing, bong, bing, bong, bing, bong. Polygon reveal. Be like. Okay. Alright. A 15-foot wide, 15-foot deep pit dominates this chamber. At the bottom of the pit, an 8-foot tall clay figure stands motionless beside a stone treasure chest. A silver key hangs from a cord around the figure's neck. 2 9-foot tall statues stand atop plinths on either side of the pit. A third plinth against the south wall stands empty. One of the statues depicts a hooded and bearded male figure with his left hand held high, index finger, oh my god! Rebooting.
Very large cat face.
Index finger pointed up. The other portrays an armored male knight with his gauntleted right hand extended, its palm facing inward toward the knight.
Well, I suppose someone needs to go and get onto that pedestal over there, but you know what? How about we check out what's down that hallway first? After you.
You can go peek around the corner over here.
I think maybe going into that room alone would not be a great idea.
I think messing with the chest is probably not a good idea.
I'm gonna do
Not
it.
until we know what to do.
Alright,
Okay,
let's
no.
split the party.
The cat started purring. Yes, good idea. Travel.
That cat loves you so much.
I'm just gonna do this real quick. Okay.
It's just another hallway.
I really wish he wouldn't wipe his nose on my face.
They have scent glands in their chins, and
I'm
that's
not
how
talking
they
about his chin or his cheeks where the scent glands are. I'm talking about his nose because it's wet.
I don't know why I just tried to mansplain cats to you, but yeah.
Snotty kitten.
All right. Well, so yeah, you find another hallway.
And Casimir just leaves me.
Are you doing anything else in this room, Mirin? Are you like searching?
No, I'm
this
gonna
room,
look
or
around
just kinda-
confused because I didn't realize Casimir left and just like run back in the other room. Like,
Sounds
what are
good.
we doing?
Well,
He was just checking around the corner so we wouldn't get ambushed.
I want to go to war.
Well, I did notice that Mirin did move down this hallway, so she did notice that there were 2 more.
Move down this hallway.
2 more little crawlways. This one.
You guys want to draw straws? See who gets to go first?
well, I mean, I guess if I sneak well, it shouldn't be an issue.
Yeah, try not to get scared and run out of the room again.
Or, you know, have a screaming golden skull next to me if something bad happens, but
I'll
neither
go
here
first.
nor there.
Alright, which way are we going?
While he's under suggestion, can we, like, put him in a bag or something?
Can you suggest more than one thing?
If
he
I'd
might-
used the
He
spell
might be, 'cause
to do that.
he might be quiet, but he's not gonna be great about it.
He's not like
Well,
chilling listening
he
to
is
lo-fi beats.
he is an asshole through and through. He doesn't actually even know anything about this place, but I didn't say that.
What a dick.
Mirin, do you mind
Picked
moving
up
your
a
token
fucking
real quick
lost
just so I
frat
can
boy.
reveal areas real
Just
quick?
thinking
Sorry,
that you needed
yeah.
me to do that.
No,
yeah.
you are a-okay. I didn't think as much about it. Give me 1 second. I think you're supposed to be able to see this. If not, then oh well. Okay. So where you are at?
What are that?
Yeah, give me 1 second. There's
One of those adamantium blades,
no, actually.
propellers.
I gotta
If it's a
remember-
guillotine, I'm turning around. I've had enough of risking getting my head chopped off today.
No, nothing. Well, I can't guarantee. Okay, so. Okay. So ahead of you, the face of a snarling minotaur is etched into a sheet of iron that bisects the crawlway. Its eyes have been cut out, letting you see through the sheet, beyond which the tunnel continues onward.
It's a minotaur etched on a what sheet?
On an iron sheet.
Is it blocking the way?
It is.
Ah, this feels a little trap-like to me. I'm gonna go get Casimir. That seems like a you thing.
What seems like a me thing?
There's an obstruction in the tunnel. Can you check it out and see if it's like booby trapped?
I can certainly check if it's trapped,
Don't
but I
touch
mean,
it.
well, how do you want me to check for traps if I
I don't know.
touch it?
You do your thing. I'm not the expert here.
You know, with your newfound buffness, perhaps you could just push it, you know? But I'll check for traps first,
Make
just
me
so you
a
don't die.
Perhaps she could. So as you check it for traps, you notice that it slides up into the ceiling, and that there are springs at the top of it that are kind of keeping it pushed down.
Oh, that's interesting. Hey, Mirin, it turns out I was right. You could just lift it.
All right, bet. You gotta get out of the tunnel. Can't go in.
Huh?
To get to it, I need an athletics check.
Oh no.
Oh no. Oh. Well,
I rolled a 2. Oh my god.
if you'd like to try again, that fails.
What the fuck?
That
How's a 22?
you are able to push it up. You also, as soon as you push it all the way up, you hear the sound of a latch as if it's been locked in place.
ASMR.
Yeah,
So
like
continue. Oh, whoops.
all right.
Oh, and I'll move because you'll probably need that space.
Oh,
But yes, I'd like to go around the corner.
Okay.
I might have forgot to mention the springs. Are you alive? I heard a click.
We're good.
Okay. I'm glad to hear that.
Okay.
I enter
I'll say it
the
only takes
crawl.
us a few seconds to go through this. And all of us
You're
travel
batting.
through. Okay. Give me 1 second, sorry. Okay, there's a bit to show. Give me a second. Okay. It's a weird polygon, y'all. It's a weird polygon. Okay.
What's that?
So where are you? It's always a problem when God asks that question. Okay. Oh.
Let's go back and check that other chamber.
Just got here.
Yeah, and that looks like a whole new area.
I suppose
I
that's
will
true.
say that we need to make this
Okay.
decision relatively quickly.
Ah, it's gonna fall back down. Well,
You just head through with it again. Shouldn't be that bad.
Very true. I will say at this point, it's probably been just about 30 seconds of us crawling around.
Do we all pile out and then crawl back through, or do we crawl backwards?
I'll leave that up to you. That can be theater of the mind. Okay. After a minute passes, just because it's going to take me a second to reveal this anyways, you hear a snapping, a falling, and a clang, as if a large piece of iron got smacked back down onto some rock as the barrier in the hallway falls back down.
1 minute, you said?
1 minute.
Noted.
Sorry, it's a little weird revealing stuff at this area because it's near the edge.
One step closer to the edge, and I'm about to
On the
go.
edge.
Oops. Okay.
What this?
So, let me just tell you where you are. Please do not move just yet, as this is a leveled room. Multi-leveled room, sorry. This is this area here. A little bit of scrolling because we're going a bit of an awkward direction, which is just fine. Just means I've got to scroll a little bit different. Okay, so 2 balconies face each other over a vast pit. Between the balconies hover 5 wooden platforms, each one a disc 10 feet across. A single torch burns above each balcony. On the east balcony stands a rough-hewn, 15-foot tall statue of a hulking fiend with furled wings and clenched fists. Set into the wall on the west balcony is a rusty lever in the up position.
Oh, the lever.
The where you are, Dr. Cox, I'm going to allow you to not have to maybe pull back real quick if you want to.
Back it up.
The opening of this crawlway is on the same height as the balconies and floating platforms.
It's like hopscotch, but dangerous.
So you're saying that this area here is at the same height as the balcony?
Yeah, where you are standing is the same height as the balcony and these raised platforms. Let me see real quick.
But down here is not, it's down further?
That is wall, yes.
a wall?
It's just
It's
a
a
big
pit.
pit.
Yeah, it's a pit. So this is
How deep is it?
It's actually, yeah, that's what I'm looking at right now.
Do a flip.
I mean, I know it tells me. Come on now. Come on now.
You said it. I think you said it when you were reading it.
It just said vast.
Oh. Well, it's
Yeah.
vast. There's your answer.
It is vast.
Bottomless,
Ah.
for all intents and
If we
purposes.
Okay.
fall, we probably
These-
die.
The 60 feet. That is
That's
a
not a
60-foot
small drop.
pit. The ceiling is 15 feet above us.
Hey, Mirin.
Perfect room
In
for
that
cow
room.
meteors.
This
Mirin.
is
What's up?
that's only
want
like
to-
10 feet to jump across. All of us should be able to make it out across that without even making any checks.
What were you gonna say, Casimir?
Very true.
I was going to say, Mirin, you could throw me across, but it looks
Toss
like
me.
that might be
You'll have
doable.
to toss me. I would like to toss Casimir across the pit.
So, y'all want to get into the crawlway, and then you are going to try to.
Take a running start and jump across.
You can't
From-
take a running start. We're in a crawlway.
You're crawling.
Oh.
You're on all fours.
Huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's not going to be easy.
Maybe going the other way will take us to the proper entrance.
To be fair, there was that other room that Casimir and Mirin went into that had that like pit in it. I mean, we only looked into the hallway. Maybe there's like a door or something on the other side of the.
There is a bit of geographical correlation.
I mean, it does
Oh.
look like that. It does look like that balcony kind of maybe goes somewhere. It's got like an indent in it.
It would have been fun to lean out and then have Mirin chuck me from here to there, but we can go the
Might
long
be able
way.
to do it.
I mean, I feel like whatever. If we do that,
If you
it
just,
would
like,
have
hang.
to be.
So then she can crawl up to the entrance, and just
Exactly
grab
what I
you
was
and
thinking.
toss you.
Well, she is very strong.
23.
You know what? I trust you. Like right now, you
Is
lifted
it
that
fire
thing
giant strength?
easily.
If you're Mirin, if you want to do it, I'm gonna let you guys try it. I will tell you again, this is a 60-foot drop.
No, I'm not gonna kill Casimir. I'm good on that. I don't need his blood on my hands. We're gonna go
That's
the other
only
way.
36 maximum
We're gonna
damage.
go the other way.
Besides, we could just tie a rope to him first
Not
so he doesn't
doing it.
fall.
Oh, we could
We're
tie
gonna
a
go the
rope
other
to
way.
him.
Just a rope, you know? Like, yeah, there's no death
But,
there.
oh,
To be
Okay.
fair, to
Peer
this,
pressure.
I mean, to that balcony is literally only 5 feet.
So it doesn't need
Okay.
to be like a big check. It's just like, up.
It's probably enough that even if you roll a 1, that's still an 11. That's probably still enough.
I'm gonna say I'm gonna need an athletics throw, and I have a number in my head, and you're very likely going to hit it.
Okay.
So I'm gonna be hanging out here while she's.
I'm gonna tie a rope around Casimir first
Okay.
and fasten the other end to Lombard.
I am a very good anchor.
And then I'm going to yeet Casimir
Okay.
to the balcony. I got a 20. Does
You
that work?
very easily. The number in
I
my
throw
head.
him too far. He
Num-
hits the corner on the other side of the balcony.
Number in my head was 12 because I was like, okay, it has like a very small chance of failing, but at this point, yeah, no, yeah. Casimir's on the balcony.
Nice
Casimir.
throw.
Pull the crunk.
Alright, I'll pull the lever. My name is
what else
Casimir.
do you see
Second.
from there first?
Let's
Oh, yeah,
reveal areas. Yes.
I just really like saying.
Okay. All right. Okay. So now, so you would like to pull the lever?
I would
It's gotta
like to
make
pull
all
the lever.
platforms go down, right?
Say again.
Nothing, sorry. Just guessing.
Yes, so those stairs are going down to a landing and what looks to be a doorway.
Wait, so when I pulled the lever, the stairs went down.
No, that's there. So you pull the lever. Across the way, you see the fiendish statue unclenches its fists to reveal a marble-sized object in the palm of each of its hands. At the same time, howling winds rise up and fill the room.
So that's going to make it impossible for you to try and cross.
It means every roll has disadvantage, right?
So it means someone's gonna pull the lever here and someone makes it across.
Actually,
Precisely.
There appears to be another entrance to that area.
give me 1 second.
I have an idea of where that might go.
So, Casimir, I actually need you to give me a wisdom save.
It's not good. Well, let's see what happens. Oh! 18.
He's grimacing. The dungeon master is grimacing.
That's not
That's-
enough.
Oh god.
What in the fuck just happened?
Well,
I thought I had a macro set up for this, but you're going to take 17 psychic damage.
Okay.
Whoa.
that hurts.
You also now, well, actually, everybody in this room has disadvantage on strength-based skill checks. Because you're in the crawlway and not actually in the room, I'm going to say you're okay. But if you do enter the room, I'm going to need the wisdom save.
I'm gonna go back to this other room and see if I can find a way to Casimir from there.
Okay?
Casimir could just open the door, right?
He could.
So did anything happen to like the platforms or anything when?
They're still there. There's just a bunch of wind now howling around them.
Disadvantage on rolls to jump.
So if I just flick the switch back.
Yeah.
Why, so you can take another 20 psychic damage?
All right. Let me get in there.
Oh my god.
Casimir, you want to open the door for us?
Yeah, I may as well.
May as well. I'm only in a terrifying room. Ah, goodness gracious. Bless you all's heart. Alright.
While Casimir's right there,
I guess Lombard will probably just join you guys, actually.
before he moves again, I'm going to do this
Okay.
and heal him for 10.
Okay.
Yay!
Wait, no, that's not right. That's 10 plus. We're all level 9, right? So 19.
Fantastic.
Oh, that's very nice. Why, thank you, Doctor. I just had a headache for a moment, but now it seems to have alleviated.
Yeah, your nose was bleeding.
You were quite right. Oh, well, I don't recommend this room. It's howling and it does strange things to your brain. But
A wolf?
Did you flip the lever back up, by the way, Casimir?
I have not yet.
Okay. Just want to make sure.
You should probably do that before you
That
try
was
and
on
cross.
Yeah, you know what? That's probably true. And I'll flick the lever.
The wind stops, and the fists in the statue's hand reclench, hiding the things that were in its hands.
Huh.
So you're gonna want to try and get across first, and then I don't know, maybe you can like hide in some place like this or something and not get hit by the wind. Either way, it's not gonna kill you. I'll patch
Mirin,
you up again,
As you're near this room, because you saw it from that
but then
thing,
you'll be able to grab
Kubazan
whatever's in its hands.
insists that you jump these platforms.
I was gonna anyway. That was.
You.
I
you
was
gotta-
already gonna do
you
it. I
You know,
really want.
you know what might make Miss Piggy like me a little bit better if you maybe I don't know jump those platforms. It's not easy being green.
Okay. I'm gonna jump. What do I roll?
Technically, you can jump a number of feet equal to your strength score.
Yes. I can
And
make
that's not
every one
even
of
with a
those
long
jumps.
jump.
DM, can I?
Um,
Them's the rules.
so that is a 10-foot gap on that one.
I can jump 23
You'd
feet.
have to jump 15 feet to make it, right?
Yes.
The longest
I can
one
jump
seems to be
23 feet.
15.
So
The longest
these
one's only 15.
So that one's actually technically 12 because I'm told that these are between 6 and 12 feet apart. So,
We're rounding up.
Yeah. So going from left to right, your jumps are going to be a 10, a 12, a 12, a 6, a 12, and a 10.
Okay. Can I do that without rolling anything?
Can you?
Yes.
Then
But
go for
I
it.
just didn't know if you wanted me to roll.
Rules
for
is
it.
written, you can
Yeah.
jump a number of feet equal to your strength score.
Yep.
Boing.
If that's the thing.
Boing.
I think Lombard could have done this one too if he wanted to, but I don't know how necessary that is just yet. Okay. Also, as you get there, you do notice that there is another crawl space.
I would like to turn around and yell, "Did you see that?"
That was fantastic.
You nailed it!
Rivet.
10 out of 10.
You know what to do, Casimir.
Oh, I know what I must do, but I don't know if I have the strength to do it.
Oh, I should have gave him.
Just pluck your nose.
Should have gave him resistance before I left.
You can give it to yourself.
I only give myself resistance.
Okay, and so, time to flick that switch. And,
Alright.
have bad things happen to me.
I need wisdom
Hello.
saves from both of you.
Yep, this is just gonna go worse than last time.
I'm gonna roll the d4 on top of that from my resistance. Gotta figure out how to do.
Okay.
So, 17.
Both of you fail.
Son of a bitch.
Well, hopefully there aren't two
You
tens
both
this
take
time.
20 psychic damage.
Oof.
Okay. Well,
Remember to take damage from your temporary hit points first.
I don't have any temporary hit points.
R.I.P.
You would have gotten 14 at the start of the day.
I thought that too, but I don't see them.
I think we might have lost them at some
Did you take
point.
damage already?
I took
I
one.
think we did, yeah.
If you only took one, you should have 13 temporary hit points left.
Okay.
Wait, did we find anything on this day?
I think we fought a few things.
Yeah, there's been a few fights since before y'all got down here. That's okay.
Alright, well. It hurty.
Alright.
But the hands
But
open up again, right?
The hands do open back up.
I acquire the item.
Okay.
Should be 2 of them.
So
What are they?
they're so in its left hand it clutches a 1-inch diameter pearly white crystal eyeball, and in its right hand a similarly sized scarlet crystal eyeball.
Oh, I have to pick.
You can grab
I'll
them
take
both.
them both.
I take them both.
Okay.
So I guess I'll turn off the switch
The
again.
nightmare machine.
Yeah.
Parkour.
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 All right. So, what's the moves now, folks?
Well, I have
I'm
had
gonna
bad
show
experiences
these
here.
eyeballs to the doctor.
Did they seem significant somehow?
Well, they are different colored. They are eyeballs, And there seems to be a lot of eyeballs in this floor of the dungeon for some reason.
I'm gonna put them in the pot with my little stock friend
Okay.
as decoration.
They
I
seem.
wonder if one of them is the Eye of Zoltec.
They almost move as if they're pleased. Like they do almost like a little happy dance.
Sweet. The eyeballs or the stock friend?
Well, the eyeballs are on stalks.
No, the
crystal
So I have-
eyeballs.
the crystal eyeballs.
Oh, the crystal
And-
eyeballs don't do anything.
Okay,
they're
I just
they're
thought
just-
it.
they're
The way my brain read that when
But
you
the- but the-
articulated it was that
But the little
inanimate
the little
objects were
friends you
dancing.
have that are in the
Yes.
pot that
There's
you
just
scooped
one.
up, he's just like happy about it. However, I will say because of the nature of this thing that you picked up, as many eyeballs can come out as it wants to. Just so
Oh,
you're
okay,
aware,
so
it's
I
not
was
just
wrong.
it chooses how much it is.
I bet.
Yeah.
By the
Okay,
way,
what's up?
I have the lantern, right? Still on me on like my hip.
Yes.
So I will pick that up, and I'll ask Mirin. Mirin, could you show me those two things you picked up just for a moment? I want to check with my little friend here.
I take them back out of the pot and hand them to him, not trusting him with my friends.
Hello, ghost friend. Come out and take a look at these things. Are these what you are looking for?
I forget what voice I gave to it.
I think it was something like this, right? Something like that. I don't quite think that that's what I don't sense anything coming from these, actually.
So no Eye of Zoltec then.
Not quite among these.
Ah, well,
No
never
magic.
mind.
Okay. Again, you find yourselves in this room with
noticing-
the pit.
Noticing that the eyeballs seem to have some sort of interaction with the spore mold creatures,
Yeah.
I'm going to take them and put them in the corner where all the mold is.
Okay. They seem pleased that you've got some. That you've got some of those little. They're just a little
Okay,
dance.
I put
They're
them back
just
in the
happy
pot
about it.
then.
They don't. Yeah, they're not. It doesn't do anything extra. They're just. It seems like something.
They just like eyeballs.
It seems like those things are going to do something at some point, but not necessarily with a growing fungus that sprouts eyes.
Hmm.
Yeah. But there are a lot of eyes being used in this thing. Just, seems
Just
to be a
making a
recurring,
note.
seems to be a
Razu would be
recurring
horrified.
theme. But all right. So, we find ourselves in this room again that has, again, this pit, 2 statues. Do you guys need me to go over this again for you guys? Because I can't.
Probably would be good.
Sure thing.
It's like the one who's pointing and the one with the hand or something.
Right. So I'll go ahead and just tell you again. This is a 15-foot wide, 15-foot deep pit. At the bottom of the pit, an 8-foot tall clay figure stands motionless beside a stone treasure chest, and a silver key hangs from a cord around that figure's neck. 2 9-foot tall stone statues stand atop plinths on either side of the pit, and a 3rd plinth against the south wall stands empty. One of the statues depicts a hooded and bearded male figure with his left hand held high, his index finger pointed up. The other portrays an armored male knight with his gauntleted right hand extended, its palm facing inward toward the knight. Which I would assume means like it's doing this. If I would guess.
Is
Because
it
it's
towards
pointed-
itself?
So it's
I would
pointed
assume
inwards towards itself, or yeah, just something along like those lines. The
Inward
so
toward the.
I would like to try to push the one with the hand pointed up north 1 square. Do they move?
give me 1 second. Let me just make sure the gods aren't telling you guys anything. The gods are not telling you guys anything. Okay. So did you examine these, or did you just touch them?
I'm gonna look at it. I was thinking that it needed to be moved.
Each statue is set on a rotating spring-loaded gear.
Ha ha ha!
Does my passive 21 investigation turn up anything?
Give me a religion check. Okay. The two statues facing this pit represent Azith, or Azith, the god of wizardry, and Torm, the god of courage and self-sacrificed. I will say that it doesn't quite... Okay, so the one next to Mirin is Azith, which is the man with the left hand pointed upwards, and Torm is the knight figure with the gauntleted hand that's outstretched, but then facing inward. The palm is facing inward towards itself, kind of thing.
And this one right here is just like
This is just an empty plinth.
Plinth is like what the statues are on?
Yeah.
Go on that.
Okay.
I might even...
You're standing on it?
Point
This is
up.
very much giving Harry Potter chess game vibes.
It's like that, right? One pointing up, one facing themselves.
Yeah, so again, Azith is a man. He's standing.
Can
His
I push
left
it?
hand...
Does it move?
It rotates.
Oh.
Which direction are you going to rotate it? This is the one with its left hand raised.
He's the god of what?
He is the god of wizardry.
Clockwise?
So to the left.
I think that's counterclockwise.
You're right. Sorry. Okay, turning it that direction does nothing.
I'm going to continue to turn it.
Same direction?
Until it yes, just until it does something.
Continues to do nothing going that direction.
Okay, I switcheroo.
Okay. Casimir, please move out of the way. You are going to be pushed 10 feet.
10 feet, alright.
As onto the plinth, the clay thing arrives. Please roll initiative.
Jeez.
Okay.
Actually, please don't roll initiative. Give me 1 second. I know you probably already did. Okay. Okay, we're clear. You're good. I'm sorry.
That wasn't a good roll.
Oh my goodness.
I really don't want to fight off Clay Golem. That's,
Why?
bad.
It's not like it's going to be able to hit you.
Yeah.
Well, you know, on the off chance it does, we have Laughing Skull Men with us.
Okay, Lombard, sorry. Sheebus. Okay. Alright, so everybody is in. Do we want anybody else with us at the moment? Remember, we have that team of people that essentially are on standby.
And also the genie.
I don't want to carry a group if we're not going to use them at the moment. So they're kind of there. They're able to. I would say that the red wizards and like the guards and stuff use the main stairwell, so they would have to go through these tomb guardians to try to get to where we are, or they'd have to go a way that we haven't found out about yet. But you do have the genie standing nearby.
What about Bag of Nails?
Would he have traveled with you guys?
Could have.
I mean, he hasn't been with us this whole time. I wouldn't say he's...
Yeah, he has kind of stuck with the group.
Yeah, I'd say we're pretty much alone besides
I
me
think
and
we
the
can
genie.
take it.
I don't think it's necessarily that big of a problem.
Yeah, I think we can probably take it. Also.
I just wanted to make sure in case we needed to add anybody to the turn order. Okay. All right. Well, if that's the case, me just make sure that this guy doesn't need to do anything else specific before we begin this.
So is this the clay golem from the pit? Or the two of them?
This is
Is
the
it in
clay.
the pit?
It is no. It is now on the plinth that Casimir was standing on because you turned the thing that teleported it upwards
Ah.
onto the third plinth.
You turn it the other way, maybe it'll teleport it back down.
I don't think that's how it works.
Who knows?
Yeah, no, he's just gonna.
She don't listen.
He's just here to fight. Okay. Just wanted to make sure he didn't have anything special about him before I continued. Okay, well, Lombard is sensing his friend is in danger and knows that there is a loud, annoying skull if he takes damage. So Lombard's gonna move on over here, and he's going to smack the crap out of it. He hits the first one, doing 12 bludgeoning. He hits the second one, doing 12 bludgeoning. All right. So you just said I can just do minus the damage?
24.
And hit enter.
Oh, I truly do. Oh my god, fantastic. Okay. That's so much better. Okay. And with that, it's going to end Lombard's turn. All right, Duakta.
I'm gonna cast Vicious Mockery on this thing.
All right. It fails.
So it takes 5 psychic damage and it has disadvantage on the next attack roll it makes before the end of its next turn. And I'm gonna step to here just so I can see all of my friends.
Okay.
And I'm done.
Fantastic. Mirin.
I'm gonna move. Oh, that's yeah. I was gonna move to the block in front of Dr. Cox, but that would be. I'll move right here, and try out this whole bow situation.
Okay.
Oh wait, no. There's a thing I need to do first. Okay. I'm gonna. Fuck! I meant to do that before battle.
What?
Gonna cast. Where's my spell? Where's my spell? Flame arrows on my quiver. One,
Narf.
really one. Okay, so 12 arrows
probably
get
just-
1 fire damage added to them. I can't cast a spell and shoot a bow in 1 turn, can I?
If you have enough actions
Depends
for
if
it.
it's It's an action.
This one's a
or
bonus
to
action.
Cast.
I assumed.
You should roll the fire damage when they take damage because it can crit. So you can't just say I rolled a 1 and they all get 1 fire damage.
Oh, okay. I'll do that. Okay, no, this says concentration, so I wouldn't be able to use it while I'm fighting, would I?
Absolutely. You just can't cast another spell that has concentration.
Okay. Well, we're gonna go with
And then
that.
if you take damage, you have to roll a concentration check to maintain concentration on the spell.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, that's it for my turn for now.
Okay. Casimir.
Alright, well. Does this thing look like it can fit through the doorways?
Looks like a clay golem.
And these look like 5-foot doorways?
Yeah.
So it's still got that key around its neck, right?
It does.
And you can use a free action to pick something up if it were to fall onto the ground.
Say if I was to destroy this guy.
Or to cut the... Is it rope that's holding the key around its neck, or something else?
Do you think you have the dexterity to do that?
Pretty dexterous.
It just says it hangs from a cord around the figure's neck. I would assume probably
Assumedly
just like
hempen?
like
Or
a
leather
like
or
a
something.
rope. Yeah.
So there's a distinct possibility I might be able to cut that, pick it up, and run.
You would have to somehow. You'll.
You'd have
It's
to
a
So I
crit-
know the token looks like it's looking directly at you, but I am the one that hit it, so it would probably have its focus on me at this point.
So because it's
Sleight
clay,
of hand it. Try and swipe it.
I go ahead and give me a sleight of hand. How would I consider this one, Ken?
Doesn't
Like
matter
a-
because the
like a
bonus that he
pickpocket.
has to a sleight of hand roll is fucking insane.
Well, what is?
You mean for like a DC?
If he rolls like a sleight of hand, what should I do that against?
Depends. Like,
His passive
I mean,
perception.
is this really tall? You
He
know,
is-
is it going to
he
be
is
difficult that way?
large.
Is it really dexterous? Is it watching? You know, is it some,
His
does it have some kind of
dexterity-
hypervigilance?
His dexterity kind of sucks.
Yeah, well then, maybe it's not even that hard.
16? I was gonna say 18 before you said that.
I wouldn't even go that much, honestly. I might just go with its passive perception. So go ahead and just roll me a sleight of hand.
that's a +4 for me. Not
Oh, I
amazing.
thought you had
No, it's
way more of
not.
a bonus. You
Way
have
more than that.
you have
That was
items that
Gloves of thievery and stuff.
Let's see what those gloves of thievery
You're
do.
proficient in? Are you not proficient in sleight of hand?
I'm not proficient in sleight of hand. Okay, so that's right. I couldn't get that item because it wasn't on the standard thing. I'm gonna have to look that item up and see what it does for sleight
it
of
was
hand.
a pretty insane bonus.
Let's see. Just put that down. Oh. Okay. Let's see. So gloves of thievery.
+5 to sleight of hand checks, and dexterity checks made to pick locks.
Okay, so that is 9.
All right.
So we'll just add a +5 to my roll, and let's give that a roll.
Go for it.
You mean a +9?
He already has
So I've got
Oh,
plus
to
4
that.
and just add 5. What
So
did I roll?
17.
17.
All right, that passes
I'll allow it.
with no problem.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yoink!
Passive perception.
oh.
9. Well, no, it
But I
doesn't-
don't get to
doesn't
attack
much.
it, which isn't great because that means my
True.
ability doesn't work. So it will get an attack of opportunity at disadvantage.
Okay.
Yeah, I suppose the right move is to risk that.
I mean, can't you disengage as a bonus action?
I can disengage as a bonus action. That's also very true.
That is a thing you can
So
do.
you know, I will disengage. And
Fantastic.
how deep is the pit?
It's a 15 feet deep pit.
So if I hang off the edge
You cannot.
and then drop,
you stand. You are able to walk across it. Let me see if it does anything to you by doing that. I don't think it does.
it's just every 10
no,
feet.
it's just like as if there's like an invisible wall above the pit, so you're
Oh,
unable to
shit.
get down into it.
Oh, that's not ideal. Damn. Balls. Alright, well, suppose I'll move over here and maybe try to turn this thing next time.
Okay.
Yeah, go here, and that'll be the end of my turn.
All right. Clay Golem is going to multi-attack Lombard with 2 slam attacks.
First one at disadvantage from Vicious Mockery.
Fantastic. 10 misses. 16 misses. All right.
Yeah.
Lombard is going to smack the crap out of it. That's a hit. 15. That's a hit. 8, so 23.
How many eyes does this golem have?
How many eyes?
Is it like a typical
well-
golem with just one eye?
Well, so kind of none because he just made of clay. but it looks like he would have had
Well,
like 2 eye holes.
I don't know about in D&D, but in a lot of like fantasy lore, you create a golem, you have an eye that you put in it. You know the whole golem's eye concept?
I do not.
It's like a piece of
Okay,
paper.
well, never mind.
But yeah, no. He doesn't. I mean, he has sight, so he's not like blind. But
I'm just curious about eyeballs.
yeah, it doesn't really say. I would say leave it up to your imagination. Your canon can be canon.
Okay.
Perfect. All right, that's gonna end Lombard's turn, which can take us to the doctor.
I'm gonna vicious mockery again.
Okay.
Chris?
It fails. Takes
Only
3
3 psychic damage this time, but again, disadvantage on his next attack.
Any damage is damage. All right. That's going to take
And
us to... All right, that takes us to Mirin.
Does a 23 hit?
It sure do. Okay.
And then...
Plus,
Yeah, get back to it. 9.
So the arrow itself bounces off this golem like it was nothing. But the fire kind of singes the clay a little bit.
Keep track of my arrows.
And he takes the fire damage.
I suppose with the bow, you only get 1 shot, right?
unless you have 2 attacks. Druids don't get extra attack.
Which is bullshit.
All right.
Well, yeah, they're a spellcaster.
That takes
Okay, my
us...
turn.
That's going to take us to Casimir.
Well, this is either going to make things better or much worse. So I'm going to try turning it to the left.
It does nothing.
Damn it. So I've got to try the right next time. Alright, well, that's...
Is interact with an
Gonna be-
object a bonus action?
That is a free action, actually. You can do that once as a free action on your turn, and then if you want to do it again, it costs an action.
Casimir, if you want
I-
to use an action to try it again, go for it.
Yeah, I'll turn it to the other side this time.
Clay Golem teleports down into the bottom of the pit.
And so there's some kind of ceiling thing in the pit.
Yes. I could use magic awareness if you want me to.
I'm going to move away from the edge just in case it can break that kind of thing.
Is it taller than 15 feet? Can it even reach?
No. It's just kind of down there. I'll go ahead and use my third magic awareness. I have 1 left at this point. This is an invisible wall of force that's covering this pit.
Alright, well, that buys us some time.
Yeah, but how
What
are we
do-
going to get down there to unlock that thing?
Yeah, we have the key, but there's an angry madman.
And
Well-
even if we
We
bring
can't
it up
get
here
in.
and kill it, how are we going to get down there?
Well,
How do you
I mean,
destruct a wall of force?
we were able to teleport
Dispel
him.
it.
We were able to teleport him down. Who's to say we can't teleport us down? He was
Oh,
still
yeah, let me just
standing
pull
on.
out my
He was standing
Just
on.
keep twisting it.
He was standing on that empty plinth when we turned that thing to the. When we turned the knight to the right and it teleported it down. If I was standing on that plinth, maybe the same might happen.
I mean...
Maybe that's
Oh.
why when the clay golem came up, he came up on that plinth, and he had to push Casimir out of the way because Casimir was on the plinth to begin with.
That does make sense,
Maybe this
but
empty
then...
plinth is the teleporter in our USS
then-
Enterprise.
We better make sure we all don't go down there then.
It might be best if maybe only one of us goes down there and takes care of the kind gentleman.
Maybe we ought to bring it back up here and take care of it.
I also like that idea better, as closed quarters fighting with this large thing may not be the greatest for the swing of my hammer.
Especially with no support from us. It's just
Very
no
true.
good.
Would your...
Oh, we
Vicious
need to
mockery.
teleport
Wait
it
a
back
minute.
up.
I can still see it, right?
Yes.
I want to try and vicious mockery this thing again.
Okay. I guess we have to wait for your turn, don't we? I didn't even think about that. Okay.
I will skip the rest of my turn.
All right.
Wait. Quick tactic aside.
Okay.
We have to, assuming that when you pull the lever that teleports things up onto the plinth, it would teleport everything in the little area. We need to bring it back up and then send Casimir down with the key.
Or vicious mockery to death.
I mean, it wouldn't take me that much.
Let's just see
to
if it
destroy
works first.
Okay, carry on.
All right. Okay. So the golem is just kind of down here. He's pissed off. But he's just kind of... Just gonna...
You would be too.
Yeah. Just like, what the fuck? Got smacked, and then I ended up back down here. He can't talk, but you know, it's probably what he's thinking. Actually, he's made of clay. He's not thinking anything. Anyways, Lombot, do you guys want me to, like, wait here? Or...
Yeah, don't move.
Well, in that case, are we definitely going to, like, bring him back up within this turn before it's my turn again? Oh, wait, shit.
I want to just see if this works first, because if I can just...
a warlock. Can't he cast a spell on it?
Well, so my plan was, like, if I rage, and then he comes up, I could just hit him on my next turn while raging, so then I have, like...
Yeah, but if we can just spell blast him without the possibility of us taking any damage, that's much safer.
Can spells pass through a wall of force?
I believe walls of force only stop physical things from passing through them.
That raises the question, how much of a spell is physical? Because, like, think about it, if you were shooting,
They're
like,
not.
arcane
They're
bolt,
magical.
Nothing
magic
can
is
physically
just
pass
physics that
through
we
the
don't
wall.
understand yet.
It's immune to all damage.
No, it's
Okay.
chapter 11 magic, not chapter 11 physics.
Okay, yeah, I mean, it doesn't say anything about spells passing through. It just says that nothing physical can pass through it.
All right, everybody, if you got an attack spell, let's roast this fucker.
All right, well, Lombot is going to, now, he has 2 attacks, but not 2 spells, right?
Right.
So, would that be 2
So if you're going to take
cantrips?
the attack action, you can make an attack twice. But if you're going to cast a spell, right,
Okay, but, but casting a
Firebolt
cantrip
still
does not...
has a casting time of 1 action.
Right, okay, gotcha. Okay,
But then, you know, the damage increases by level, so...
I gotcha. I'm gonna throw a firebolt at it. 20 hits. And then, yeah, 2d10. Which is gonna do 8 fire damage. Okay. That's gonna take us to the dog then.
Okay, Vicious Mockery.
Okay. It fails.
Another 4 damage.
We're gonna whittle this one down. Let's go. Mirin.
Frostbite.
It fails.
Nice.
Casimir.
I skip my turn.
Okay.
You don't have an attack cantrip?
Nope.
Ah.
Play Golem.
Purely physical being.
But there's nothing it can do, right? So if we just keep doing this ad nauseum, it's gonna die.
Yep. Looks
Yep.
like.
Let me see if anything happens depending on... Okay. We are gonna go through this because there is a thing that can happen. Alright, Lombard's
It makes
going
me nervous
to...
when you roll a d6 every round.
Well... 11 misses.
Could we, maybe, take our second break?
Yes. We sure can. We'll also do, because we ran a little bit over on the last one, let's just do a 10-minute one. It is 11:08. Let's meet at 11:18. Which gives us 2 minutes to be late, but let's do our best not to this time. It's okay. We're all bad about it. It's all good. But yeah, let's go ahead and do that. And then when we come back, we will finish whittling down this clay golem, and it'll be great. But until then, we're Crit Cats, and we'll see you in a little bit. Welcome back to Crit Cats Meow. Oh look, there's a cat.
What do you know?
Ow.
He cast the polymorph spell IRL.
Cast find familiar.
Ken is now a
Fantastic.
cat.
Fitting. Okay. So, we've been throwing spells at this clay golem. I missed with my firebolt. So, Dr. Cox? It fails. Mirin?
Oh yeah. That's me. I can't. Poison spray's not gonna work, is it? I'll use frost
Try it.
again. Too late.
Always next time.
He fails. Casimir, you don't have
I
anything.
can't do
right?
anything, so I'm
Gotcha.
chilling. Yep.
Play golem. Okay. Lombard's gonna throw a firebolt and miss. Dr. Cox. Clockwork.
Usually 2 psychic damage.
Oops.
This is taking too long. I'm gonna use a spell slot.
Okay.
I don't really have a lot of spells that just like do damage, though, do I?
It's kind of where I'm at.
I will cast Spike Growth in the pit.
Okay.
So unless it passes a... What does it say? Wisdom
it's-
check against my spell save DC, it doesn't recognize the terrain as hazardous, and assumedly it would continue pacing and taking the damage. Does that work?
Yep.
So if it doesn't pass the wisdom 60, yeah. So
Well,
my...
it's just in
Hazardous
it, right?
before
'Cause
entering it.
So it's a 20-foot sphere, right?
I know, but it's been pacing. I was just saying I'm assuming it's going to continue to pace, and if I cast Spike Growth, it's going to walk over the spikes, and
Well,
it's
if
going
you-
to hurt it. And...
Because
It's
of
not, though.
because of its size, it's just gonna be in the spikes.
The
Yes.
actual spell literature, the last thing it says is before entering it.
Before entering, yeah. So it's
Right,
just
well,
gonna
if
be
it's
in.
Taking
moving-
It doesn't.
damage, it's not gonna.
It's already in the thing.
gonna
It
know
can't
that
get
it's-
out. So it's already in hazardous. It's gonna take the damage either way. It
I
doesn't.
just mean for later.
It's not gonna pace. It's gonna know it's there. It's gonna know it's a threat after it's taken
It
damage from
doesn't-
it. It
But
does
it's-
say that.
but
That
it's
says
already-
Okay,
before
okay,
entering
I see
it.
what you're saying.
but
I
it's-
see what you're
It's
saying.
also already in it because of its size.
Okay, I accept that.
Because it's a 20-foot sphere, so it can't get out of it because of how big it is. No matter where it goes in this room, it can't escape. It's
So
always
does that
going to be in
mean-
these spikes. It's just going to take that damage every turn.
Is it quadrupled because it's on 20 feet of squares?
I'd say you could probably cast it directly under him. It doesn't say you can't, right?
Yeah, I'm casting it for the whole little room down there.
Well, again, it is a 20-foot radius. So yeah, the entire room is spikes. It couldn't enter it or exit it if it wanted to.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, nothing can go in there unless you take it away.
Yeah,
So
so
yeah,
it
this
takes
golem's
2d4
just
for
taking-
every 5 feet.
Yeah, so
And I rolled a 3.
I guess it would do it 4 times in that case, or would it just take the 1? How would you judge that, Ken?
I feel like the first. At least that was
Technically,
what I was.
the creature's
on.
only supposed to take damage once,
Okay.
and then if it moves 5 feet, it takes it again.
Oh, that was a waste of a
Gotcha.
spell slot then.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to tell you.
Not necessarily. Like, if we keep turning these things, so it teleports on like after it's had its turn, and then one of us turns it again and just keeps putting it back in.
Oh my god, this is taking so long. We need a freaking magician.
All right. The golem. I got close. Okay, you're fine. All right.
Try the other one. Does more damage.
Poison spray is physical poison spray, and it won't go through the wall of force.
Well,
He is also a clay golem.
It-
They don't really breathe. They don't really. They wouldn't take.
yeah, but it could be corrosive.
Not effective.
Does it? Does it have corrosive damage?
I mean, it's poison. Could be.
Maybe
then, they might be
your
immune, so
vicious
who
mockery
knows?
should do more damage, Ken.
Goodness gracious. What would you like to cast, Mirin?
I already cast it.
She already
It's in the
cast it.
chat.
Oh, sorry. Con save. Oh, he passes. R.I.P. in peace.
What the fuck?
Alright, let's move into Casimir, Clay Golem. Uh-oh.
There we go.
Okay, he goes berserk. And
Oh, I see.
It makes a slam attack on the chest.
Ah.
Oh no.
It hits.
It's a mimic.
Apparently not.
Does 13 bludgeoning damage. The chest is shattered open. Give me 1 second. A cloud of gas, upon it breaking, immediately fills a 15-foot cube centered above the chest, filling the entire pit. It instantly corrodes and destroys all non-magical metal that it touches. This is a clay golem. He's not metal. It's corrosive, but it doesn't say anything about corrosive damage on this guy.
Is he like immune to poison?
He is.
Yeah. Or acid, maybe. Acid's like corrosion.
Immunity to poison and Tomb of Annihilation?
He's immune to acid as well.
Oh, yeah. Then the corrosion probably isn't going to hurt him, I would
So
think.
he's just sitting there. Okay. Lombard's gonna just throw another firebolt down there. And miss. Whew, okay.
Did anything come out of the chest?
Yeah, was it just full of gas?
You
'Cause
can't
if
see
so,
it
we
because
can
there's a
just
cloud of
leave.
gas in the way.
I'm wondering if he's going to destroy anything.
Let me see if anything happens.
Because if there's anything there that he could destroy, maybe I should go over there and turn the thing. Try to bring him back up.
Well,
Well,
I can't. You wouldn't be able to see if
Yeah.
anything drops out of this because he's massive and over it, and also there's gas in the way now. I would say he's big enough to where we wouldn't have disadvantage on throwing spells at him because he's a large thing.
So
to
we
hit,
didn't see
and it's a
anything when
small
he
hit.
smashed the chest open?
Because he used a slam attack, I would assume that he kind of wrestling style body slammed this thing.
Okay.
Because he did go berserk.
So we could still potentially see something fall out, right?
Potentially.
but then there's the
something fell
gas.
I feel like you're gonna have to look. You didn't see anything this time.
Yeah, well, can't do it now. There's a cloud of gas in the way.
Yeah.
Can I even see him, the vicious mockery?
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, he's like big enough to. You can definitely see him as he's waving around through.
All right.
Ooh.
Ooh, max damage, 8 points.
He passes.
Oh, son of
He
a bitch.
fucking passes. Mirin?
Yep. You know what it is?
I wonder if this gas is flammable.
He passes.
Son of a bitch.
Well, he's already berserk.
Put like a torch on the, what do you call it?
Or a firebolt. Ta-da.
You have to time it.
He is going to move around now because of this as well. So he's going to take... Actually, he should have also taken some damage because he did move last time. So how much? He took 3 damage every time
3.
he'd move?
Mhm.
It's 2d4 technically.
Actually, yeah, you want to roll just in case it's
new
more.
instance of damage every time it occurs.
So roll me 2d4 2 times. Hell yeah.
7.
Perfect.
Would he use his full movement?
He's kind of moving very wildly, like kind of slamming up against walls. I wouldn't think so. Because he's kind of like, kind of shit, you know?
True, yeah.
So it'd be almost as if he's rolling attacks against each wall, so I would count that as an action. Remember, this is all also happening very close to, if this was happening in real life, there would be no gaps in this situation either. So, alright, Lombard is going to try another firebolt. That misses.
Does the gas catch a light, though?
No.
No. Alright.
To be fair, corrosive and flammable often go hand in hand. Wow.
A 0.
He's got negative wisdom. So a nat 1 gives him a 0. What does that mean? You know what that means? It means he takes 21 psychic damage and fucking dies.
Thank you.
Because holy shit.
Was that?
He's already gone
Yeah.
berserk, so it's not like anything else could have happened. We weren't about to go down there. After that happens, and about... I'm going to say after about a minute, this gas starts to dissipate.
Well, this key is not really worth much anymore.
Never know.
And as the gas dissipates, you see 2 small objects sitting on the floor near where the chest was destroyed.
Milky's here. Hi, Milky.
So, who's traveling down?
I nominate Casimir.
That is also
Yes.
the end of initiative.
Of course. The one who, if they take damage, will of course have a screaming skull. Let's do this.
Okay.
I'll turn the... What do you call it? The statue thingy?
Yeah. You'll turn the knight. You're going to turn him, I'm assuming the correct direction.
Yeah.
That would be towards the right, but we're not going to be semantic about it at this point. You know which way is the right way. You're going to turn it the right way, and Casimir gets teleported down into the pit below. Those objects that are laying on the ground are 2 1-inch diameter glass eyeballs. One of them is pale green, and the other one is pink.
Okay. I guess I'll just pocket those.
Alrighty.
And so, you want to let me out of here, maybe?
Yeah, I turned the other statue.
Alright, and Casimir, you reappear on that plinth.
Ah, well,
Welcome back.
more
Casimir.
eyeballs. Perhaps
It
we
was
should
green
hold
and
one
pink,
each.
right?
One of them
Indeed.
was pale green, and the other one is pink.
Shouldn't we put them all together first to see if we have them all?
Got 4.
A dragon appears to grant our wish.
Oh,
Sorry.
Oh,
You
we need
never
4
know.
more then.
so you just want to push these eyeballs together, or what?
Yeah, I'm gonna toss the other 2 that Casimir has in the little flower pot with my little stock bros.
Okay, he's
Does
he looks
anything
like
happen?
like he's happy.
No.
Like he's happy you
Okay.
got him.
Then I return Casimir's balls to him.
Eyeballs. All right. Well, that's a.
So how would we like to proceed?
Well, you know what, Lombard, take one of these eyes.
Oh,
think-
thank you.
It might just do something, maybe not, but better safe than sorry.
Following suit, I chuck one of mine at Dr. Cox.
Oh, you're gonna make the eye stalk snap.
Nah, he's pretty nonplussed about them being gone. He's just, you know, entertained that when they're around.
He's chill.
I just realized when I took the damage both those times, I didn't make a Constitution save.
Did you take? When did you take damage?
When I flicked the switch both times.
Oh. Oh yeah, and you also took damage, which would have
I
made
did.
you lose concentration.
Well, we'll see. We'll see if I'll lose concentration. I've got a +4 to con, so maybe not. Nope, not that one, and... Nope, still good.
Okay. All right.
Alright.
So,
Down the hallway then, yes?
Hmm. I'll go first.
Doctor, would you mind patching me up a little? As you can see, blood has come out of another place now, which is a little disconcerting.
I grab my staff and I touch Casimir on the shoulder.
Ah,
That's 8
Oh.
points.
thank you.
Where's my staff of healing? How many are you sitting on? How much damage have you taken? Or how much damage have you got now?
So now it's only 12.
Do it one more time.
Oh, very nice. I feel much better. Thank you.
No problem.
Well, I suppose we should continue on.
okay.
Yeah, maybe since you're holding that skull, maybe you shouldn't do all of the scouting.
Yeah, I'll do it.
Well,
Mirin do be pretty brave right now.
I am feeling brave. Where's my roll 20? Oh, there it is. Ah!
All right.
I am still the sneakiest one here, which was one of the benefits of silencing the skull.
The
So,
corridor ends in a large door with a... Never mind. No, never mind. Hold on. Yes. Okay, the corridor ends in a large door with a round mirror set into its surface. 10 circular indentations, each about an inch across, surround the mirror.
So we need 6 more.
Hmm.
well,
All right.
away we go.
We share
Well, we
this
can-
information with the crew?
Was there anything on the floor above us that we hadn't gotten to yet? Or did we clear that out completely?
You explored it in its entirety.
Okay, good. Well, how you guys want to go about this then? Go back
Well-
to the middle?
Indeed. Go, gorilla arms. You can do it.
Acrobatic? No, athletics, right?
Athletics.
25?
It clicks back into place.
Alright. Eh!
She really do be like traveling in them walls these days.
So it looks like the only direction we haven't explored is this way. Dead ahead.
Wish you know what the blue light is.
We also haven't gone down this hallway and done anything with the other side of this this
Yeah.
What?
way.
Down which hallway?
The one going
This
up
one.
to the top room.
Oh yeah, that
We
ball
saw this
Yeah.
that
hallway
we
from the
didn't-
other side. We didn't
But then
do
we haven't
anything on this
figured
side.
out what we're supposed to do with that yet.
Maybe
We just have to find the other entrance.
Maybe it tells us.
Yeah, we just have to enter through the correct way and it'll tell us. That was
Oh, we haven't looked at the plaque yet.
You haven't looked at the plaque, and yeah, yep. There's a few. There's
Maybe we should do that first.
maybe
Yeah,
there's
let's do that.
maybe there's some things.
Doop-a-doop-a-doo.
And then when we get here, we can kind of hand signal up to our crew because they're in the stairwell above us, right?
Right.
And we can, you know, let them know that we're okay and that we're down here.
Heard. Okay. Let me just check the... Okay. Another bronze plaque appears on the north wall of the balcony on level 3. Give me 1 second. Okay. I'm going to get a handout in just a second. Players. All right. You have a thing called Acerac's Third Warning.
You know, you can just click show to players, right?
Oh, I had to make it as a handout.
Yeah, but you can.
Oh, I just clicked
show
it.
to players
Oh,
and
gotcha.
show it to us.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. My bad.
I mean, it's in the journal now, so.
All
Walk
right.
through water.
Well,
with
so
weapon
what
in
it says is walk through water with weapon in hand. Slake your shadow at the font. The vulture is the first step. Write the gods. And the walls of history tell all.
I love how we found this like halfway through.
After we've already solved half of this shit.
Yeah. Hindsight's 20/20.
Slake your shadow at the front.
Font.
I feel like
Font.
that's
Font.
the room that we were just in. Oh, at the font.
Liquid of some sort. Fountain. Font means fountain, right?
I will say you have not been where that talks about.
Vulture
think
is the
so.
first step is probably the puzzle room.
Yeah.
Right? The gods, probably also the puzzle room, who knows?
No,
And
they're right.
walls of
The gods
history
was
tell
turning
all.
the statues. And the walls of history tell all was the
Oh.
The walls in
yeah,
um,
fresco,
yeah,
whatever it was.
Yeah, the frescoes. It could also possibly... Hold on, let me see if it tells me.
Walk through the water with weapon in hand. Is that the room
Yeah.
with the canoe? We're just supposed to walk with a weapon out
There's no
to
water
get
in there.
across? Yeah, but maybe
And
there
it
was
talks
at one
about a
point.
font. I think the vulture thing is for that room.
Yeah, maybe.
So there is... Again, there are other parts that have not been explored just yet.
Casimir, do you have input?
Well, from the look of the room that I was belayed into, I would say that was definitely the vultures, the first step. The gods we have done. The walls of history tell all we've done. So that leaves slake your shadow at the font, walk through water with weapon in hand, and the other one we know.
Vulture is the first step.
So, perhaps if we enter that other room, the one which I could not figure out, maybe if we step on a vulture, then it will be easier to open.
The blue stuff at the end of that hallway, was that water?
Sure was.
What do you know?
But Lombard is going to walk up this hallway. And up this hallway, a huge carving of a snarling jackal's head protrudes from the wall at the end of this corridor, and a chamber is visible through the gaps between its fangs. I want to take a look into it, and there, as we heard when Casimir was lowered into it, 4 torches illuminate stone sphinxes crouched in the corners of this 15-foot high room. The torches cast flickering light across hieroglyphs carved into the tiled floor. At the center of the room, a gold-inlaid funeral barge stands atop a 3-foot-tall stone day. Resting on the deck of the barge is a small golden sarcophagus decorated with horned rabbits, and a dark shaft opens in the ceiling directly above the barge. Now, I see this room a little bit differently. And after a few moments passes, I see a slab of wall grinding upwards to the east. And a dwarf wearing a turban and chainmail creeps into the tomb. He brandishes a shield in front of him as he treads cautiously across the floor. A loud click sounds out as the dwarf steps onto one of the floor tiles. Then, a deafening buzzing rises as locusts pour out from the mouths of the Sphinx statues, quickly engulfing him. He tries to fight them off to no avail, and when the cloud of insects vanishes, nothing to the dwarf remains except its bones and gear.
Ouch.
Really glad that did not happen to me.
Sounds to me like he didn't step on the vulture first.
So, what are the patterns of the hieroglyphs on the floor?
We should have the handout.
Oh, there is one, isn't there?
Yes, it's the puzzle floor.
Okay.
So which one is the vulture?
Yeah, give me 1 second here, and I will pull.
That's a
this
toucan,
up.
isn't it?
Let me check.
No, it's a vulture.
Or is that the vulture?
That's definitely a vulture. You guys not have buzzards in California?
Turkey vultures. I don't know, that kind of looks like a toucan's beak to me. I don't know.
Toucans' beaks are huge.
Yeah, toucans
And they go
have,
farther back
they
on
have
their
a
They
bigger
can only
bill.
fit
This is
so
vul-
much on that tile, you know?
True.
But
true.
still, the
yeah,
line would be much farther back
Yeah.
on their face
This
because their
vulture
beak
has-
starts
it's-
right in front of their eye.
It's also got that that bit on its nose that vultures have. What's it? Where it's differently colored.
Yep.
It's stronger keratin
So-
used for piercing through carcass.
So it looks like
Will
he
hyperfixated
did step
on
on the right
vultures
one
for a moment.
first.
Shut up. All right.
So vulture is the first step means you'd have to step on, presumably, the vulture tile first?
Probably.
But from the looks of it, he did step on the vulture tile first and then
Looks
took
like
a
he-
second step and died.
Looks like his second step truly was the one that was a bad decision. He also came out from this weird stone door on the east.
Yeah, we figured out how to drop down from the middle.
I think I understand.
And this opening,
Maybe-
this opening in the jackal's mouth is only 2 inches wide.
I think whoever is down there, before they can open the sarcophagus, they must stand on a vulture. The vulture is the first step. So, if I were to be belayed down into the room, I would need to step on the vulture, then open it.
I believe
That would be the key.
I believe that this is probably a puzzle flaw, and since there's a bunch of different signs, you probably have to do it in a specific order or something, maybe.
I mean, maybe.
So we
This
have a
was just-
vulture, a staff, a scarab beetle, a foot, an urn, an archway.
Frond.
I wonder if maybe there's a way to figure out
thought that
what
was
it's
meat.
supposed to be.
There has to be. We need to look elsewhere.
There must be a hint somewhere.
maybe on the sarcophagus that I had seen before.
No, we
What?
read it. There was nothing, right?
Correct. The sarcophagus did
Oh.
not tell us what we needed to know.
In that case, we go the long way around to where the dwarf was. Maybe he did not figure out the clue that is behind him in that doorway.
Possibly. We can't know until we go and find out.
Indeed.
You never know until you know, you know.
And if you don't know, now you know,
Now you
Lombard.
know.
So then, shall we go to the water room?
Yes.
Maybe we should have our weapons in hand when this happens. It does
Yeah.
tell us something about
And we go through the water.
Hey, this makes me a little nervous.
How about someone else go
I'll go
first?
first.
I will. Oh, there you go.
Ah!
I volunteer.
Okay.
I'll pull out my scimitar.
I will do the same with my rapier.
I'm holding rapier.
And I take a step. And I wait for the dungeon master. I love this music.
It's pretty good, right? This was not made by me.
So soothing. Yeah, it's from something.
This
I've
is just,
listened to
it's
it.
just royalty
like a-
free. Yep.
I've heard it a lot.
It's probably used in like mobile games. But yeah, I definitely feel like I've heard this before myself, honestly. Okay. Still puddles of water cover the floor of this 15-foot wide hallway. The walls are slick with moisture and set with murals showing animal-headed humanoids in armor, most of which appeared to brandish real weapons hanging on the walls. A 3-foot-high crawlway in the east wall is flush with the floor. At the far end of the hall, a rippling, transparent curtain of water fills a stone archway. Beyond the curtain, you see another hallway that looks similar to the one in which you stand.
What the hell does slake your shadow mean?
Cast light. I don't know. We'll probably figure that out when we get there.
So 12 painted figures are lining each hall, 6 on the west and 6 on the east, directly across from one another. The figures on facing walls are perfect reflections of each other. You guys are currently in the southern hall. This may be a notes moment.
What is this dealie here?
I am just about to... actually... give me a second. In this south hall, the warriors and weapons are as follows. From south to north, stork-headed males with hand axes, and the one on the east wall, you can see that there's a crawlway in between its legs. Just above that are lizard-headed females with maces. Above that is panther-headed males with blowguns.
Okay.
Above that are unarmed hawk-headed females.
Okay.
Above that are goat-headed males with sickles.
Okay.
And then frog-headed females with tridents. And that's the end.
Okay.
Now, you asked about something going on like right here.
Yes.
You're welcome to go and examine that painting.
It's a painting?
Is it a painting? What do they say? Yes, they are. Well, they're. Yes, they are paintings.
My passive 21 investigation turn up anything?
Well, you notice that it's illusory, and you can reach right through it. And and behind that, there's an alcove. Let me go ahead and show it to you, and then I'll tell you what's
Don't stick your head in
it. Okay. It contains a plinth, and it bears a crystal eyeball 1 inch in diameter.
Yoink.
This one is pale purple.
5.
Okay, that's good.
So about this wall of water here, this curtain.
I want to just... Okay. The word slake means quench or satisfy one's thirst.
Or combine.
Or to combine with water. Well, to combine quicklime with water to produce calcium hydroxide. I'm going to be honest with you, I don't think calcium hydroxide is the answer to this puzzle.
Okay, okay. How
I
did
will,
you make
I
your
will
shadow
spoil that
drink?
one for you.
You just put it in water, I think.
I don't know exactly what makes you... Okay. Well, I will say that only one of these animals specifically has any kind of aquatic nature to them. They also seem to be holding a weapon that is usually comes along with the god of the sea.
Sea people.
Like, yeah.
Tridents.
I want to have a closer look at this frog.
So these are, again, this is just a frog-headed female. It is painted, so the trident is hung in such a way to make it look like the painting is holding it. But it's just on a hook. And then the painting's just behind it.
Can I like rotate the trident or something?
You can take it off the wall if you want to.
Oh, these are paintings?
Yes, they are paintings that are made to
Okay, I
look like
thought
they
they
are
were
holding the
statues.
weapons. The weapons are hanging off the wall on hooks,
Oh,
placed
neat.
specifically to make it look like the paintings are holding them.
It might be a trap.
Let me just check out this hallway while you do things.
Okay?
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna go pick up one of the tridents and walk through the water wall.
Alright, give me 1 second. Casimir, you see that. Then... Okay. You want to try to walk through that wall of water while holding a trident?
Hmm.
You can walk through it, and nothing will happen.
Word. There's only 2 tridents, there's more than 2 of us. I chuck the trident back through the water wall.
Okay?
I grab it and walk through.
Nothing happens. Alright.
Casimir
I
took off.
toss it to Lombard.
Okay. I will say,
I was being careful.
do we want to just check the rest of that little crawlway tunnel before we move along, or do you want to just keep going this way first?
I think Casimir was doing that.
Yeah, I'll take a quick look.
Okay.
I was mostly hiding to avoid a trap, but curiosity and all that.
So,
Well, it's pretty obvious where it goes, right?
well, in between that
Oh.
Oh.
is a small room that looks like nothing harmful could get to it, as if a party could possibly take a long rest and not be harmed.
Really?
Almost something like a chamber of respite. Which is totally not what they called it, except that it totally is.
Oh, this is a
Ain't
nice
that
room.
convenient?
Very nice.
So we do the trident thing, but backwards and go back.
I want to check this alcove first,
So,
and then we'll go
okay,
take a
so,
long rest.
yeah, so in the north, so this north hallway is an exact mirror image of the other one. So in this hall, from south to north, it is the frog-headed females with tridents, goat-headed males with sickles, unarmed Black Hawk.
Hawk, panther,
Yeah,
lizard,
Yep, exactly.
stork.
So just from bottom to top, it's just the opposite thing. So it's a mirror image of the room below. Behind that one is another alcove. There's a plinth in it, and there's a crystal eyeball in that one. That one
what
is
color is
bright green.
Good thinking, Doctor.
Okay, now let's go take a long rest.
Okay.
Yes, let's go to my secret hiding spot.
Which is
Very
also
nice.
a very convenient place to have a long rest because we are out of time, ladies and gentlemen.
So
So,
the game was good when it went by that fast.
once we get off here, we're gonna go ahead and just take a long rest, get our ducks in a row here. We didn't quite hit. We're getting really close to a possible level here, but we're not quite there just yet. There's a few more things to do before we quite get there, but it's coming, y'all. But first, we're gonna take ourselves a long rest. But before that, thank you everybody for joining us this evening. Thank you again, everybody who had joined us from the socials. And if you aren't already, make sure you're following us on Instagram, Twitter, Reddit, YouTube to watch all of the old VODs, because this one will be up tomorrow afternoon. And then make sure you join our Discord. If somebody could throw the Discord link in, I just don't have the chat pulled up at the moment. But if you want to click the Discord link when it comes up, you can join the Crit Cats Discord. We are running games, we're hanging out, we're having fun. It's a great time. You can be part of this, or a game that's not on stream if you don't really want to do that either. Either way, come play some D&D and hang out. It's a great time. But yeah, with that, I think that's everything. So again, thank you everybody for joining. Thank you guys for playing. And thank me for being such a fantastic DM. Oh, please stop it. Oh, hold your applause. Oh, you dog. Okay, anyways. All right, that's it. We're Crit Cats. Have a great night. Bye, everybody.